Hey guys, it's vf.miniatures Battle Reports, and today we're playing a 2000 points game between my Dark Angels, led by the Lion L. Johnson, and Anna's Death Guard, the new Codex. Anna, please say hi.
Hi.
And we'll see you guys in the game. Okay, Anna, please tell us about your 2000 points list. It looks very low on the unit count. I assume it's because of the new and improved costs that make Death Guard much more elite than they were before.
Yeah, there are new custodies now.
Yes, the smelly custodies.
Yeah.
They don't go to shower every day or ever.
Yes, true. So we are playing Virulent Victorum.
So the new index detachment?
Yes. We have Mortarion, obviously.
Yeah.
We have two... I always forget their names.
But don't worry, you're not alone in this. Death Guard names are almost impossible to memorize.
Plague Burst Crawlers.
Plague Burst Crawlers, perfect, you did it well.
Yes, we have two drones, two shooting drones.
Okay, so those
this
are...
time, not fighting drones.
The new ones,
drones.
with the damage 3. They're
Yeah,
very
we
cool.
have two squads of Death Shroud Terminators. They both will be in Deep Strike, and they are led by Lord of...
I believe in you. I believe in you.
Well, one is easy, Lord of Contagion.
Lord of Contagion, okay, so this guy.
And the second one is Lord of Virulence?
Virulence, yes.
Virulence, yeah.
Essentially the shooty guy and the fighty guy.
Yeah, shooty. I like it. I like it. Yeah,
yeah, that's your style.
Yeah, that's my style.
Yeah, so this is the shooty guy, the Lord of Virulence. He's gonna buff the army and give the Death Guard a lot of cool stuff for the shooting blast weapons specifically. So he gives, correct me if I'm wrong, so he gives the reroll once to hit for a unit that he tags in 30 inches of him, and reroll all hits if the weapons are blessed.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, Anna is my expert on Death Guard.
As I can remember.
Yeah. so the drones will benefit from it, as their heavy blight launchers have blast, and obviously the mortars on the Plague Burst Crawlers also going to benefit from it.
We have Demon Prince, and I hate the fact that like every not loyal faction has Demon Prince.
And they're all named Demon Prince instead of having their own names?
Because it's like Demon Prince 1, Demon Prince 2, Demon Prince 3, like it's not creative.
You wanted them to be like, for the Nurgle would be the big smelly butt #1.
Exactly.
For the Slanesh
you read my thoughts.
Yeah. Exactly. So this guy is gonna be leading the force. Obviously Mortarion is the big boss, but he's gonna be his right hand. And I think you gave him like the Film Pain enhancement, right? The 5+ Film Pain?
Yes.
Cool.
We also have Plague Marines. Boring.
So 5. No, they're not boring. I disagree. They are very cool actually now. They have the ability now to give Afflicted, which is the new name for when you're in contagion range, to a unit they shoot until the start of your next turn, which can be useful for a rapid ingress in the Death Shroud, for example. So that's a cool thing. And yeah, they're generally tougher now because they're toughness 6. Are you happy or sad that they're now the same toughness as your beloved Custodies?
It's complicated.
Complicated.
Yeah,
okay.
It's complicated.
Your feelings are mixed because you're armies, right?
Yes, I love Death Guard and I love Custodies, and it's I don't know. I don't have an answer yet.
Okay. We'll get back to that when you have it.
Yeah, and also we have Poxwalkers.
Okay, so
and
squad of 10 guys.
Advised me not to use them as my screen.
Well, it's not exactly what I said. I said
it's exactly what you said.
No,
it's exactly what you said, and I disagree. But I agree that now when I have only 10 of them, not 20, maybe it's not a good idea. Because I think you need to have at least 20. Well, not at least, but 20.
The reason why and exactly what I said, not what Anna has portrayed here.
Of course.
Yeah, so what I actually meant is that the Poxwalkers, now that they have infiltrate, they are very good for going on that further objective somewhere like in the no man's land that is closer to your opponent, but still, well, they will die, but they will actually control it for a while, and they have OC, so they can do actions there.
Maybe it's better for them to die protection something.
Well, if you just infiltrate them in front of my a bunch of Dark Angels, which we'll get to later, they'll just get slaughtered, and I don't think there'll be any stopping effect, because you still have to deploy them 9 inches away from my deployment zone.
But I can, like, slower them?
You can slow me down technically, but, like, in my experience, that usually doesn't go like this. So, again, you can do whatever you want, but I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm just saying. I think their value would be higher if you just set them up somewhere in the ruin and give them a chance to score objectives for you. So yeah.
Okay. And we have 2 Mythic Blight Haulers.
Yeah, which are now improved, much improved. They are +1 to hit and wounds against vehicles and monsters. So these guys are significantly better now and actually doing what they're supposed to do. And they still cost 90 points. I think their cost did not change. The shooting drones are 100 points, which is an obnoxiously low amount, to be honest, for the volume of shooting they can output, especially in this detachment where you have the, what's that stratagem for 1 CP that gives you like reroll to the number of shots, the random number of shots. So it can work for every single unit that has a random number of shots, which in this case would be Plague Burst Crawlers and the shooter drone. So the amount of firepower you have here is just staggering.
Yes, I remember correctly, you need to have a character who sees... Who sees a unit, no?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think you're right.
Who sees a unit and like he gives the
I think you actually select the character for that one. But in any case, it's a very strong stratagem and not that easy to pull off, and only 1 CP. That's actually why we have the Demon Prince, because I think that the CP economy here is going to be very useful. So I think that was the right choice on Anna's part to bring that guy along. And he's actually pretty powerful in combat.
But I hate that his name is Demon Prince, because Demon Prince
you can name him whatever you want.
Guy.
You can name him, you can give him his own name if you want.
Yeah, Smelly Butt, I like it.
Smelly Butt? Okay, so he is now and forever gonna be called Smelly Butt. That's your name, pal.
Definitely not Demon Prince.
Yeah, and considering
that's annoying.
Considering that he cannot die as a demon, he can only be banished. He's gonna be stuck with that one forever. So thank you, and I'm sure he loves it.
Yeah.
And now it's time to look at my Dark Angels. So here's my 2,000 points of Dark Angels. That's my take at a all-comers sort of Dark Angels list. I would change a few things here if I had access to like all the models that I want to. I would probably, instead of the Ballistas Dreadnoughts, run the Lancers, just because Ballistas really need the reroll, the +1 to wound for their guns, I feel. And the Lancers, they're not that much more expensive, but they actually don't need it as much. But generally speaking, this is a good all-rounder Dark Angels list. So let's run through this quickly. As you can see, a very obvious part is 3x5 Deathwing Terminators, which one 5-man has the blades, the swords, so with the big extra punchy sword on the sergeant, and the 2 squads actually have the maces. So the maces guys, they are more numerous because I feel the maces actually do more damage. And I need the extra damage against vehicles and monsters because, well, look at this. So this is pretty self-explanatory. Another punchy combat element of the list is Azrael plus the 6 Inner Circle companions. So Azrael is over here. I don't think we've ever featured him on the channel yet. He's a pretty recent addition to our collection. A really cool ruby tier model that we painted for the channel. And the Inner Circle companions, amazingly amazingly cool models with these lava-like swords that we did for them. A pretty quick sapphire tier paint job that we did for them, and I really like the new models. These sort of smoky things that they're carrying, very cool, and they are extremely powerful in combat. So you get a lot of mileage out of them if you actually manage to get them into the fight. And Azrael helps you at least have a fighting chance so that they can actually survive the fight back because of the 4+ invulnerable. So they have their base 3 wounds and like the -1 to hit, and he gives them 4 up and 1. So that should help, hopefully. We'll see. And I'm sure she's already dreaming about making these guys pay for all their sins and for believing in the Corpse Emperor, or whatever you, Death Guard, call our beloved Emperor of Mankind.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. So, and as I mentioned, 3 Ballistas Dreadnoughts, the Impulsor that actually is gonna have the Inner Circle in it, 5 Scouts to sit in the home objective. and the combi weapon lieutenant to do some actions for us. It's less action-based units that I would like to have, to be honest, and that's because our army is also... Sorry, there are a lot of bikers here in the area. They are very obnoxiously loud. The army doesn't have enough scout models as I would like to. Scout or recon, like any scoring potential. I normally feel much more comfortable with like 3, 4, 5. This is more like 1, 2, and maybe 3 in the Impulsor when he drops off the Azrael, but should be okay. And yeah, obviously the last part, which I did not mention, is himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Lionel Johnson.
He looks incredible.
Oh, do you?
I mean, yeah, he's bled amazing.
He's bled amazing.
Yeah.
I think perfectly said, Anna.
Yes, thank you.
I think you're very eloquent, and yeah, I agree. The lion
I
is...
wonder who painted him.
Yeah, that's a good question. I know for sure that we can paint one just like that for you if you are interested. And obviously, keep in mind that we actually are a commission painting studio as well as a YouTube channel. So if you're interested in this sort of thing, check out the link in the description, and you can have all these models, everything that you can see here, you can have as well. We can paint it for you just like that. So
except for me.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Anna,
I'm not in the package.
We're not.
If you were wondering.
Yeah, we're not selling Anna. I'm sorry.
For now.
Yeah. I hope we're not gonna need to.
Yeah.
Are you feeling like the economy is so bad?
Yeah, it's bad. It's pretty bad now.
So yeah, no, this is never happening. But the armies, the paint jobs, I should say, definitely, for sure. So for the mission, we're playing something very simple today. It's gonna be the Purge, Defoe, and Tipping Point. I didn't want something complicated as we're gearing up towards the new chapter approved missions coming out June 7th, so very, very soon. And someone, in this case, defender is going to be on this side, the attacker is going to be on that side. And yeah, the Purge Defoe is very fitting for Lion Sons fighting against the filthy chaos scum. And yeah, well, it should be a very fun mission where we're going to be getting points for both killing enemy units and obviously scoring the objectives. A minor cult, barely worth an Inquisitor's passing thought, took root in the silo cities of Ferendine Tertius. Just whispers and spores. By the time the planetary defense regiments realized the scope, their lungs were already filling with legions. Their generals wept black bile. And then the real plague began. The Death Guard came down in force once resistance had been softened, like maggots to a wound. Mortarion himself leads the war host, gliding through the poison winds on tattered wings. Around him, demon engines moan and clank, their exhalations curling the skies. Plagueburst crawlers shell distant bastions to dust, while foetid blow drones sweep the wreckage, launching barrages of infectious payloads. Survivors are not spared. They are studied, infected, transformed. This isn't a war. For Death Guard, this is experimentation. They were refining something, a new strain, a weaponized contagion that could lie dormant in grain and meat, a pandemic designed not to destroy populations, at first, but to infect supply chains slowly enough that even the mighty Administratum's safety protocols can't prevent the inevitable. By the time they notice, it's too late. The collapse of an entire subsector seeded in a single harvest. The Dark Angels came with fire. The Lion himself led the strike. He did not announce his arrival, he simply descended. Azrael followed with 6 companions in close formation, shielded inside an impulsor. Deathwing Knights advanced through ruined irrigation channels. Ballistas dreadnoughts took firing positions on scorched ridgelines, laying down punishing volleys. Scouts and a Phobos lieutenant marked the blighted paths ahead, already tainted by rot. The Death Guard, they didn't flinch. They welcomed the resistance. Poxwalkers surged from culverts. Plague Marines held the central refinery. From the reserve vectors, Death Shrouds teleported into the thick of it. One cadre led by a Lord of Virulence, and the other by a Lord of Contagion, dragging a cloud of filth behind him. Mortarion watched from above, his wings open like a funeral shroud. What was once an agri-world has become a garden, a Nurgle's garden. Crops twisted into organs, silos pulsing like lungs. The Dark Angels have come to burn it, but the rot is deep, and the roots fight back. So let's talk about our deployment. Let's start with you. What is your plan for why you have deployed your units like that? I'm not saying you did anything correctly, I'm just interested. Why is everything where it is?
Okay, so Poxwalkers are here. Okay. They are kind of screen, but not really, as you can see.
They're more threatening the objective number 5.
Yes.
Now, in this case.
I decided to hide this crawler here and this crawler here so that I could have 2 flanks.
Covered by this shooting?
Yes, like this.
So you spread out.
Demon Prince is here with Marines. He's 3 inches. No, not really, it's 2 inches.
So he's getting blown up?
Yes.
So if he's very resilient... Sorry, please go ahead.
It's okay, it's okay.
You're forgiven.
All the time.
You're forgiven for this once.
So Plague Marines are on the objective marker, but they're ready to move forward.
Okay, yeah. And they will sticky the objective. Everything here is going to sticky the objective, and you're going to be off to the races. Cool.
I actually didn't need Plague Marines there. Mortarion could do this thing.
Yeah, that's not necessarily. You started with them, so that's why they're there.
Yeah, cool. As for the drones and mythic black haulers, I decided that they will be doing the same thing, because they have like the same purpose.
So these guys are hiding over here.
Yes, they will go forward through this thing.
The hole between the walls. Yeah, I just wanted to say that whatever pops up in the center of the board is going to be lit up by a lot of your shooting. So that's the goal.
Yes, and these guys, they are hiding, but they are ready to fight.
So the hauler, the drone, the shooter drone, and the Plague Burst Crawler. Sounds good. So now for the Dark Angels, I would say this is pretty standard deployment. The 2x5 Deathwing Terminators are hiding in the ruin. As you can see, they're huge, hulking wraithbone bodies. Bone-colored. Wraithbone is the name of the paint, but bone-colored armor is in the ruin, as well as the other 5-man squad over there. So they are poised to take roughly like this central area. Maybe the squad can technically go this way, and the 2 squads here can spread as well. We'll see. I don't know where they want to go for now. We'll have to draw cards to find out. The Ballistas Dreadnought number 1, number 2, number 3. So they are equally spread out. Again, I don't know necessarily where Anna's gonna go and what's she going to do. Yeah, everywhere.
Will be everywhere.
You will be like a plague.
Like a plague, exactly. That's what I am.
Yeah, that's what you are today. It's hard to believe that looking at you, but next is the Impulse over here. It has, even though you cannot see, but like technically Azrael is like that inside it, as well as 6 Inner Circle companions. I know it's probably very cramped there. I don't think it's possible to fit all those guys inside there physically, but they somehow managed to do that. That's the Astartes transhuman physiology, I guess. The lion is right in the center of everybody, and supposedly he's going to be carving up some filthy Nurgle followers. Hopefully we'll see a fight between the 2 Primarchs. That's a rare thing. Usually they die alone.
I don't think that it's a good idea.
For whom?
For Mortarion.
For Mortarion? Yeah, Lion is very good in combat. He's 3+ invulnerable save, so you're probably better off shooting him with a melter like you did on that tournament. Remember, Anna? We shot a lion in the face.
I remember. But I got lucky.
Well, I don't think like 8.
I got lucky.
No, I don't think 8 or 9 melter shots in melter range with melter 4 is a good thing to take for any character, even for Lion.
Yeah, but I definitely would not put my Mortarion against your Lion because it's a disaster.
Well, Lion is honored. I can tell you that. He's glad to hear that.
Bad news for Mortarion.
Scouts are over here preventing deep strikes, hopefully, or at least not preventing isn't necessarily making them harder. For Anna to take my home objective, and the combi weapon lieutenant is infiltrating close to these 2 objectives. We'll see where he wants to go, depends on what missions I draw. So yeah, that is deployment, everything that we needed to see, and now let's roll off to see who goes first. So Anna, that was a nice hair toss. Yeah, let's roll off to see who goes first, shall we?
Good luck.
Wishing you a great game. 3 and a 1.
Oh no.
So yeah, as you can see, we're using our yen, whatever the I don't know how to pronounce that. The opposite colors, the complementary colors dice, which looks pretty cool. So I won, that means I go first. I'm not sure actually I wanted to go first in this game. I kind of like when you go out and then I react to this, but yeah, well, we are dealt the cards that were dealt. So, I draw on Containment and Bring It Down. So, Bring It Down is definitely not the card I wanted this turn. That's very unfortunate because I'll have to burn it. Containment is relatively good. I don't have a good unit to score the second one, but I can easily score one for 3 points. So, what did I do? This was a turn where I was just pre-positioning for the next turns, essentially. I've advanced my Impulsor here. I rolled a 5, so it went up over here and essentially hiding now in this nook between the two ruins.
Why does it look empty?
Well,
I mean, it looks open.
Yeah, it actually is open.
Is it how it's supposed to?
Yeah, it's open top transport, so it's supposed to look.
That looks weird.
Well, you're supposed to be able to shoot outside of it. I don't know why they decided to do it like that.
Like 2 benches, it looks weird.
Yeah. So it's over there. And
what is it? A park?
A park?
A park.
You mean
like a park where you walk?
Ah, you mean like it's not protected enough for the harsh environments of
I mean the benches and
okay, that's
that
now I get what you're saying. So yeah, no, it's supposed to be relatively protected from the front, and in the back it's open because it's easier to disembark, and you can also shoot outside of it. And it actually has the open top transport rule, so you can shoot outside of it without disembarking. So the Terminators have also advanced from this ruin, so they're hiding over there in case there is some sort of charge going on or if someone comes too close, we can then respond. The Ballistas also advanced from over here, and everything is genuinely trying to get into this area, which is quite convenient for me to stage. This guy is touching the objective just in case not in case, I want to score primary, so I wanted to get it to at least 1. I don't want to go into the center for now because everything that gets into the center, as we discussed, will be blown to smithereens. So yeah, this guy is going to be doing my containment. So he just went a few inches and is now hiding over here. Is going to be doing containment. Should be easy. The lion and everything here stayed in the same spot. I rolled in advance for my Terminators, but they rolled like a 1 and a 2, so I was not really particularly interested in them walking to like up to here and just being there, which would be too much in the open. If like the front squad rolled like a 5 or a 6, I may have done it like a position over here, but not in this case. So they're staying there for now. That is essentially my turn. There's nothing to shoot at because I don't see anything, or I could see something, but then I would be exposing myself. So I didn't want to do that. That is my turn. And
what could you see? No, wait. What could you see?
I think, like, if I rolled a very good advance with this
Ballistas...
You
are insulting me right now.
I'm sorry, Anna.
What could you see?
I think if this Ballistas, I rolled like a 6 in the advance from over here, I could move 8 and then 6, and from this angle I could see your Mephitic Blight Color. So like from here to over here with the move, to over here with the advance, and from this angle, I should be able to see either of these two.
No, you already moved. So
no, this guy
moved 8 inches.
No, I didn't move 8. I moved less than 8.
It's 28 inches. I measured.
Exactly?
Yes.
Okay, well maybe
you could only do like 6 stops.
I'm overestimating.
Sorry,
maybe.
No.
Of course, impossible.
Impossible.
Yeah. And also, yeah, I think there's an easier explanation. I think that I can move through this thing. If I can move through this thing, and it's just 6 inches gets me to the other side, and then I can see it.
You can only move through through this thing if you roll like 6.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant if I roll 6.
If I remember correctly, you cannot like...
I cannot end my move on it. Yes. Yeah, definitely not on the container. So you're safe for now. Okay. Don't worry. Okay. I did not mean that you deployed poorly. I just meant that there is a teeny possibility that I can actually shoot.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So yeah, that is the movement phase and my turn. I will score 3 points for containment, which is, end of my turn. So yeah, I'm gonna score that and then we'll see what she draws in her turn 1.
And as always, please remember that every time you subscribe to Yuri's Patreon, I get extra large pizza.
We kid you not. That's the rule we have. And believe
yes.
me, Anna is enforcing that rule. She's
yes.
not going to let me off the hook. So if you want Anna to have the nice pizza, it's not a psychological manipulation. It's just a statement of fact. So
yeah.
if you're interested in this for whatever reason, that's what she gets. And I as well. I eat it as well.
Oh, you like pizza as well.
I love it, yes. So Anna, please tell us about your turn. What did you do, and what did you draw, actually? What were your cards?
Yeah, I draw Marked for Death and Established Locus.
Marked and Established Locus. I did mark 2 squads of Deathwing Knights in the ruin as well as Lions, so that's not happening anytime soon. But the Established Locus is definitely happening.
Yeah, by my Poxwalkers.
By your Poxwalkers, yeah. Yes. By their will.
Yes.
Sounds good. So these guys...
There will be done.
There will be done. Yeah, we're getting into another army here. Necrons and another army.
Yeah, so that's it. I just slightly moved my Mortarion back because of your angry, very tough, strong, and
deadly,
intimidating guys.
Yes, my very strong, tough, intimidating guys here have a very nice threat range, which is why I recommend the Impulsor combo with the melee unit so much, because you first advance the Impulsor like crazy because it has a huge move, and then at this point there is like a almost 9+4 is like a 13-inch range area where they can move, and then plus a reasonable 7 or 8 inch charge of charge range, actually. So it's like 20+ inches of threat that this thing is generating, and they can go here, there, or anywhere, and Anna has to take that into account now. So.
Yes. I moved this PBC slightly here, from here to here,
okay,
but not on its full move because of the guys.
The guys again.
The
so
guys,
they're making it harder for you.
Yeah, very hard. And my Plague Marines, they're like a screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a screen, you know.
Yeah, I remember your idea about the Poxwalkers. We'll get you mock Poxwalkers,
but yeah,
Anna.
Plague Marines are the screen now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
They'll have to do. You have put a lot of stuff
Yeah, they all have advanced.
Mm-hmm.
All of them, except for Poxwalkers.
Mm-hmm.
And this crawler?
PBC.
Plague
Burst Crawler.
Plague Burst Crawler, yeah. Crawler moved slightly here.
Yeah, so it moved out, so it's taking position. Yes. A very slow start. We're not going crazy in the first turns, but I'm pretty sure my next turn is going to be crazy. So yeah, stay tuned. Don't worry. This is going to get brutal very quickly.
I don't like it. What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean your next turn will be crazy?
You'll see. I'm planning on going somewhere with that squad in the Impulsor. I don't know where exactly, we'll see, but I want to go somewhere. I don't want them to sit there for any longer. So, you have nothing to shoot at, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, apart from your Plague Burst Mortars, of course, which they have.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So, we probably should shoot them.
Okay, let's shoot that Dreadnought, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't have -1 damage, so you can do that. Or the Terminators are -1 damage, so probably not a good idea. The Lone Up Lieutenant is Lone Up, so you cannot shoot him. Yeah, thank you, Anna. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
What else? You can also go after my scouts, which would be funny because you can kill. Technically, you can kill them, and then I'll have to force. I'll be forced to leave something on that objective if you manage to get through the whole squad.
Not interested.
Not interested? No. Well, keep in mind that you also, when you shoot at something, you also do mortal wounds to it now, like around in the area. So if
I forgot about it.
Yeah, if you shoot at them, you can probably like throw some mortal wounds around. I don't think the Terminators are within 3 inches, but I think the Dreadnought and Lion definitely are. So that could be something useful for you to know. Or you can actually just go after that Dreadnought over there, which will then target the Deathwing Knights and the Impulsor.
Yeah, maybe it's a good idea.
Potentially.
Maybe it's a good idea to target that.
It's only like on a 5 or 6, I don't remember exactly. So it's not going to be like huge.
Yeah, I understand, but yeah, I think that's a good choice.
Okay, so where did you decide to shoot?
Here.
This Dreadnought?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. So D6 plus 3 shots.
D6 plus D6 plus 3. I decided to
Well, you need to roll the D6 first.
D6, yes.
Did you already roll D6?
No, 2D6.
Why 2? You want to shoot them both at the same time?
Because I have 2 crawlers, yeah.
I
decided to shoot them both.
At the same time, okay. That makes sense. Cool. Now I get it.
Yeah.
So that is
4 or 5.
9 +6, that's 15 shots, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So we randomized and selected that one Plague Scroll to shoot first because it has the Demon Prince next to it, so it can get the free command point reroll, and there's nothing else for Anna to use this spell round, so it makes sense to do that now. So that is the left Plague Scroll shooting. Pretty good. You're hitting on 4s, and the 6s are lethal hits.
And rerolls?
No rerolls for now because the shooty guy is not on the board yet. Remember, so he needs to select.
No, I mean, what do I get from Demon Prince?
You can reroll 1 dice. You can leave it for the wound roll, or you can do the hit roll now, if you want.
What do I need to do?
So Anna decided to roll the hit roll, reroll. Yeah, another hit. That's pretty good. So that was 3 for you, and now you.
How many 6s? 3, 2, 3.
So 2 lethal hits.
Yeah.
And the rest need to wound on 5s because it's toughness 10. So 3 wounds in total. And I will get 2+ save here because I'm in cover. So I passed them all, but now you have to roll dice for each unit here, which is going to be the Dreadnought, including the Dreadnought, yeah. So, roll for the Dreadnought. On the 6 will be Mortals, no. For the guys, no. And for the tank, the Impulsor, no.
Okay. That was absolutely
useless. That was not great. That's why I recommended to shoot the Scouts, because they don't have a 2+ save. And it doesn't like when I criticize her. So next, the other Plague Scroller. Okay, so again, amazing shooting actually. You're shooting very well, and 1 lethal hit. Again. Wow. That is impressive. Cool. So I rolled 1/1, so you do 2 damage to my Dreadnought finally, and again mortal wounds. Yes.
Here.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Here. Yeah.
Yes. Where was that? Terminators.
Yes.
So they get D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds. Wow, I'm impressed. Oh, sorry. You roll.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Yes, that was rude of me. Please roll the D3.
Okay, we can use
so
your
it's one mortal wound actually. I'm sorry.
No, we can use your result.
No, you were so adamant that you
I think we can use your result.
No, I don't think so.
No, let's use your result.
I think we're good.
Let's use your result.
No.
No, let's just it was 2 wounds.
No.
2 wounds, please.
No.
2 wounds.
No. And now roll for the Impulsor, please. No. Okay, so
only 2 wounds here.
Only 1 wound there, and and the Dreadnought suffered 2 wounds actually. You confused it too. I'm sorry, Anna. Okay, so Anna will score 2 points for her established locus for the Poxwalkers, who are being mindless zombies but somehow are establishing something in the center. Who knows how. And that is the end of Anna's turn. Anna, what do you think? I think it was pretty cool. You did not do much damage, but you also did not suffer.
4 in total.
4 damage. No, 3.
4.
3. 4. It was 1 for the Mortals and 2 for the Dreadnought. It wasn't 3.
No, it was 4.
I think you're mistaken. No, so anyhow, the turn was pretty okay, and now we'll get to Dark Angel's turn 2, which means there's probably going to be some charges happening. We'll see. Are you ready, Anna?
No, I'm not.
Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say that I'm using Gladius Task Force, which was pretty obvious before my list, but I should say it anyways. And you chose for the army.
Rattle joined to you.
Rattle joined to you. So -1 save. We think that it's the best one.
Yeah.
And and I think for Space Marines specifically, it's very good against Space Marines. Mm-hmm. So I did draw Assassination and Sabotage on this turn. I did score 4 points for my controlling only 1 objective or more, and not more than my opponent. So in this case, I'm only getting points for that. Assassination is not a great card because all the characters are hidden. The Demon Prince is all the way there in the back, as is Mortarion. I'm not getting to them anytime soon. And the other characters are in Deep Strike now. Anna is resting there, sunbathing for now whilst talking. So I want to try and make this a go turn, and I have moved out a lot of stuff, and because a lot of stuff has moved out, there is now breathing space for my other units that don't really need to hide that much now, for some of them, because there's already so much stuff and I can't shoot at, so she will be preoccupied by the most forward placed units, which means that I can advance the other stuff. So now exactly what did I do? I have advanced the Azrael squad 3 inches out of the impulsor, and I'm obviously using the assault doctrine so they can all advance and charge. My whole army can advance and charge. These guys have rolled a whopping 6 on the advance and are now also in position to charge the Poxwalkers and technically the drone as well if I move around, but it's not a convenient one, which means you did successfully do screen with your Poxwalkers as you really wanted to. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, was that your plan all along?
Yeah, of course.
So, and the Ballistas Dreadnought here is poised to shoot at the Plague Scholar probably, or maybe like that back drone over there, though I think that the Azrael squad should be able to reach it as well. The Lion has advanced and he's right here. He's gonna be really interested in all of the stuff in this area next turn. Not this turn probably, again because of the shitty Poxwalkers there. So again, congratulations. But the next turn, very, very likely. And there are units near him, so he will be getting the lone up.
This looks intimidating.
Intimidating, that was the point. That was kind of my idea.
Just be honest with me.
Yes.
Мне пиздец?
No, that's not totally пиздец, but that's close to it.
But that looks like пиздец.
Just so you know, the word we're using now means
they know the word. Oh, believe me, they know the word. Yeah, I think they know the word.
It means something
Everyone
very bad.
knows пиздец.
Everyone. Okay. I doubt that everyone knows it, but probably a lot of people.
On your channel, definitely. I use it so many times.
Thank you for your lesson of Russian language. You are making us more cultured by the day.
You're welcome.
So the Ballistas Dreadnoughts are the other two in the ruin again because there's not much that I can shoot at, and I was so careful to be hidden that again another turn and we're again not shooting much. But this one will be able to shoot. So that is my position for now. The Impulsor is controlling the center objective and the Scout stays stationary. We'll see how much damage I can do. My plan is to kill as much as possible in this area because that's like the force concentration for Anna. And hopefully I will survive what comes in her deep strike next turn. And hopefully survive Mortarion as well. So there's a lot of stuff that I need to survive here, but I'm feeling good about this plan for now. So yeah, the Ballistas is gonna shoot at the Plague Scholar, who is not my Oath of Moment target, because my Oath of Moment target is this guy over here. I want to make sure that he's dead.
Holler?
Holler, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Ballistas thankfully has his own reroll, so he doesn't need it per se. Let's shoot the last cannons first, hitting on that, and wounding on 3s. Well, that didn't work that well. I will reroll 1 for CV. Okay, and now the correct missiles, I'm shocked to be honest. 2 hits, and I need the same result for the wound roll. 1 wounds, AP 1 essentially because of the cover. Okay, it failed. 4 damage, so Plague Scrawler suffers 4 damage. I think he has 8 wounds left. That is, that's amazing. Now I'll shoot the bolters actually at the Poxwalkers. So I'll give them a dice. Or I think it's actually 4 shots exactly. So hits twice, wounds twice. So you have you have a 6-up save because you're in cover. They have a 7-up base. So 6-up save, no save, and 5-up from the vein. 1 is dead. You can remove 1 guy if you want to. I mean, you have to remove what you want. You sure you want to remove from this edge? Because like it makes it easier for my Terminators to charge your drone. So I think you probably don't want that. Okay, that's a smart move. Okay, and the Impulsor over here is going to shoot at the Poxwalkers as well. 4 shots, 1 hit. Not a very accurate Impulsor, and no wounds because it's only 3. I needed 4. So yeah, that is the whole shooting phase. Not a lot of shooting. This is a predominantly melee army, so it's okay. Now we will do some charges. Nothing in reserve, so we did not deploy anyone.
You need to roll 7, right?
I need to roll 7 for Azrael if you want to charge both of these, and I kind of want to, so I will try that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's risky, but I'm willing to do that. And these guys, they need, well, let's measure what they need to make it into the drone. So it's a 6 to make sure that this guy gets in engagement with the drone, and obviously I'll have to declare the other Poxwalkers as well. So yeah, we are gonna be probably doing that charge later. First we'll do the Azrael. I need a 7.
Okay,
to get into both. Thank you. Yeah, I have a command point reroll, but you know, you never know. 7 is a good charge. Where if you roll better than this, it's a 6. So it did not work. Didn't work. Okay. This game can go really badly if I don't roll this one.
Who knows? Who knows?
Shitty. So let's hope. No, it didn't. It was a 6, but I dropped it. Okay. 8.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
Very good.
The dice gods, they were kind to me because I did not pretend that the 6 was actually something I rolled. I know dice have this tendency, they sort of not congratulate you, they reward you for being honest. Okay, so these guys have made it. Now a 6-inch charge from the Terminators. 11, okay, that is actually good because it means that I can make it into combat with pretty much everyone. So yeah, 8 and 11.
How come?
Of these ones, these guys, they have a lot of movement.
Yeah, but you declared this guy and these guys.
Everyone, I mean, every model of mine, every one of my Terminators will be able to get into combat.
Yes, I understand, but if you want to move them all, you need to put them like.
Well, we'll see. I'll move them now.
Okay, I'm watching you.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm gonna start over here with my Deathwing Knights. They're gonna be fighting against the drone. Anna?
Yes, I decided to do -1 damage.
-1 damage, sounds good. And I'm starting with my maces. First, I'll do the great weapon of the Unforgiven later. And they're hitting on 2s. That means every single one but 1 hits. And you know what? I'm gonna probably spend 1 CP on the +1 to wound on Lance. Just so we... Oh wait, I have anti-monster 4+, so it doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna do it. Yep, so I'm gonna roll this to now. And actually, you know, there's a pretty good chance that you're gonna survive this now that you've spent 2 CP. You probably should survive it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, so all this, that's 8 wounds on your invulnerable save, 5+. Which, yeah, statistically you should survive this. Wow, Anna rolls like a boss.
Yeah.
As usual, so only 3 wounds suffered and now 5 attacks from the great weapon. I don't think it has lethal hits, but it does have sustained hits, so that's 3 more hits. Wow, the sergeant was really angry with this drone because it knows that it's very dangerous. Wow, that's 3 6s and this thing is devastating wounds, so that's 3 wounds automatically and 2 more, I think 2 more. No, it doesn't have anti-vehicle rule, so yeah, it's only 1 more save. 1 more save.
1?
1, yeah.
You said 3 devastating wounds.
Yeah, 1 more save. Those are automatically going through.
Oh.
So you suffer 3 more damage, and yes, you survived specifically.
I have feel no pain, right?
No, you don't. And you survived specifically because of you spending the 2 CP. So well done, Anna. Now you have a drone alive. That's pretty amazing. But it means that most likely these 2 are gonna be massively screwed by the Inner Circle companions.
Unfortunately.
So yeah.
It was a right decision because.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Because here.
You could just.
Yeah, here.
Use your like damage 1 profile.
I could just sweep. Yes, you're correct. So that's probably what I would do. Yeah, so that's where I'm gonna spend my 1 CP on +1 to wound because these guys don't have the anti-monster vehicle rule. So 12 attacks. I'm gonna do 3 guys into this guy. And 3 Inner Circle companions plus Azrael into the drone. So 12 attacks, hitting on 3s. And yeah, these guys don't get any buffs. So, and rerolling fails because of auto moment. So 1, and this is lethal. And I'm wounding you on 4s. Cool. So that's a total of 6 wounds. 6 wounds, okay. Oh, wow. No. Yeah, that is bad. That's a dead mythic bicolor. Though you should have survived it. You should have probably rolled 2 saves and this would be not a dead.
Does it explode?
It can, yes. So please roll. No? Now the second part, which is Azrael plus the boys. So I'll first fight with the boys. That's 12 attacks again.
Oh no.
Yep. It's a good thing for me because this drone, I really needed it to die because it's very good against my Deathwing Knights. So the rest of the attacks, these don't get to reroll, but the lethal hits are still available. And wounding on 4s, so that's only 4 wounds. Good thing I'm with Azrael.
Only?
Yeah. Oh, and the 2 6s were also sustained hits, so I will roll them 2 wound. No, they didn't wound. Yeah, it did not matter for the first guy because he died anyways. So that's 4 wounds, and good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, so you failed all of them. Wow. Now Azrael is there to finish the job. So Azrael has 6 attacks with his Sword of Secrets, hitting on that, and 6. No, it's not lethal. No, so he just 6 is a sustained hit for himself, and this is gonna kill him because it's devastating wounds. So does it explode?
Explosion? No.
No. Okay. So the Inner Circle companions did pretty much what they are supposed to do, which is kill stuff in combat, and they were very, very fast, which is why I like this combo in the Impulsor. I will now consolidate, probably tag this and that, spreading out like this, and the Terminators will obviously stay put, and you can fight back with your drone. So now I'm getting punched in the face back with some of Anna's non-melee units. Drone is gonna fight against the Terminators, 3 attacks. Okay, so that's 1 hit only, and it does have lethal hits, so you've wounded automatically. It does not go through my armor. Oh wait, it does, because I am -1 save, and it is AP 1. So yeah, Plague Probe AP 1. Yep, so you do 1 damage to my guy. That's annoying. Now your Mythic Blight Holler against my Inner Circle companions. So the Holler is gonna fight against the Inner Circle companions. They're -1 to hit, so you're hitting on 4s. 6 is lethal.
Cool.
Because it's a gnashing maw. It's very smelly.
And toughness -1.
Yes, so I am T3 now actually, so wounded on 2s. Yeah, 3, and that's AP 1 as well. It's AP 1, damage 1, so it's actually, all of these are fails.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's gonna kill a guy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not nice, to be honest. I did not like that. I didn't like that. Can you not do it again, please, Anna?
No, I'm sorry, I cannot promise that.
Okay. I guess it's a small price to pay for 2 vehicles dead, and a pretty interesting position on the board.
Can I run you over here?
I mean, you can fight against me. That's what you mean. Yes, please go ahead. So it's just 3 attacks, hitting on 5s because I'm -1 to hit. Yeah, and it doesn't, no lethal. No, those tracks are dirty, but they're not as dirty. Yeah. Yes, and it's actually 3+. Yeah, 4 is good. So cool. So I didn't do sabotage. Well, I will do it at the end of Anna's turn, but yeah, she's probably not gonna stop my lieutenant there, or my Terminators. So yeah, that's gonna be 3 points. And assassination I did not do, and I will discard it because I'm not gonna wait until I can actually kill the Demon Prince or the Mortarion. It doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna get extra command point for it, and 3 points for sabotage, 4 points for controlling this stuff, and I will get 4 points for killing units. And maybe I will get for kill more as well, because Anna might not be able to kill enough in her turn. But something tells me that she will be able to kill 2 units, because I did kill only 2. So, you know, it always happens like this. We decided to roll the Poxwalkers off camera, and of course I rolled the 1 on the 1 save that Anna gave me, so the Terminator suffers another wound, which is 2 wounds now suffered by this Terminator.
They are angry.
Yeah. So Anna, what is your plan? What did you draw for your turn 2?
I draw a Storm Hostile Objective and Overwhelming Force.
Okay, how are you planning to accomplish that?
I'm planning to kill Ballistas.
Ballistas over here? Okay.
Yes, and take that objective.
Okay. Sounds.
Yeah, that was simple.
Sounds like a plan. Let's discuss in detail how.
Yeah. So.
How are you gonna do that?
Yeah. So what? Блядь.
You were saying.
Yeah. What did I do? So
yes.
I, first of all, I fell back with my Poxwalkers, and I fell back with them that way that this guy reacted. Did a reactive reaction?
Yeah, so Anna,
they reacted badly.
They reacted badly to fall back. They were now being afflicted, would be afflicted. So I decided to reactive move away from them, so Anna cannot deploy her.
So my initial plan was to deploy my Death Shroud Terminators here and charge them, but they decided to run away.
There you wanted to deploy them if your Plague Marines rolled a 5 on the advance, which they didn't.
They rolled 1.
Yeah, they rolled 1. Yeah, and that was
pathetic,
not great.
Pathetic.
Yeah, not a great result. So
but
Anna could not afflict this guy, which means she could not deploy over there from that angle. So she had to find another angle to deploy from.
Yeah, but still, I made it happen here.
Yeah.
So,
oh, yes, over there. Which, again, because of the Poxwalkers, they've spread out. These guys are now afflicted, and
yes,
these
and I deployed my Deathwing Terminators there.
Yeah, and this guy is also afflicted, so
yes.
all is well here. And 9 inches from the scouts.
My, what's his name? Lord of... Don't tell me.
I believe in you. Which one? This one?
Yes. Lord of... Virulence?
Yes, perfect.
Yes.
You did it. Congratulations.
That guy...
Yes, the shooty character.
Yes. His gun...
Can see the Dreadnought.
Can see the Dreadnought, yes. And I will give my buffs to...
Yeah, so reroll hits for the blast here and for the blast there, and reroll hits of 1 for everything else. Which is a lot of buffs.
And of course, Mortarion, he moved slightly forward and he did how many? 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds to the inner circle companions, which I rolled. I did activate my once per game follow-up Filament Paint from Azrael, and here's what I rolled: 3, 2, and a 2. So the guy did die anyways. I guess Mortarion didn't care about the Watchers in the dark.
Sorry to hear that, but not very sorry.
Yeah, they were trying to catch all the crap that he was throwing at the inner circle companions, but it did not help, fortunately. So yeah, that is, I think the positioning here is really amazing. You decided to stay in combat with all of your stuff here, so you can shoot everything. The Death Shrouds right here are in a great position to charge the Terminators. These guys will probably just die from Mortarion alone. And yeah, because they don't have -1 damage, so they are prime target for him. Despite the -1 to hit, I think he's still gonna make quick work of them. And this guy is gonna have a lot of shooting coming at him from the guns. May not be enough to kill him, but we'll see. And the Terminators over here are in trouble because of this squad with the Lord of Contagion. Even though it's a 3-man, I think they still pack a huge punch. So probably not killing the whole unit, but could be.
Yes, but I don't think I'm going to shoot with them
with
over there.
With these guys?
Yes.
Just in case I remove the front.
Yeah, because I don't think I can see your Dreadnought.
I think it's actually worth shooting in this case because
I see only one guy who can see him. So.
Yeah, the Dreadnought no, but I mean this squad of Terminators because you will soften. Yeah, I can remove one guy, but I think like if we're very annoying, we can probably set it up like that. And then I think you'll still have a 6-inch charge there, even into the second one. And you're definitely not killing the second one with the flamers. Very unlikely. Let's measure that, and we'll get back to that topic later. Anything else you wanted to share? I think this is probably it, right? Oh, the Demon Prince. Oh, he did advance,
yeah,
so he's smelly butt. Yeah, I'm sorry, smelly butt. That he is now actually right close to Mortarion's butt, which I'm sure is also does not smell like roses. I'm pretty positive about that.
Well, you would be surprised.
You'd be surprised, maybe. Who knows, right? You never know until you try.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so that is the position now. Let's see what you can do in the shooting phase. I'm really eager to feel finally how the new Death Guard guns can hurt.
Me too.
So first the Plague Scroller over here is firing at the Ballista's Dreadnought.
Yeah.
So it was brain fog for a second.
D6.
That's the D6 plus 3 shots.
By the way, I decided to use this strategy.
CP?
Yes.
For the reroll number of shots on the random guns. Well, good thing you rolled a 6.
Yeah, good thing.
So the 9 shots hitting on 3s, rerolling everything because you can see me and this guy is giving the +1 hit. Hitting on 3s. 6s are lethal, so 2 misses, but you can reroll them. Wow, you've hit it with everything. And you're wounding on 5s because he's now -1 toughness, that is toughness 9 with your strength 8.
Okay.
So you're wounding on 5s anyway. Okay, so that's 3 wounds in total. And no rerolls of 1. So that's 3 wounds. I'll roll your dice. Hope you don't mind. 1, which is damage 2. That's cool. So now the entropy cannons, or as you like to call them,
Tropicana?
Tropicana cannons. So 2 shots. Reroll both misses.
No.
Okay, it's 1 hit. It's a lethal,
yeah. It's little hit.
So, save. Does not save. D6 plus 1 damage. Wait. Do I want to reroll that?
They don't love you like I love you.
Perfect. I think I will reroll that one. Yep.
Oh, bля.
Wait, it's AP -3. So it would be a 5-up save, but the -1 save, so it will be a fail. But it's in cover. I'm in cover, so it's a pass.
Oh, but this, but that.
I just wanted to torture you for a second. Yes, it's good. 5 was enough.
Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah. So the Plague Burst Crawler did 2 damage, which is amazing for me. Now we finally can see how the drone, the floated blow drone, can shoot D6 plus 2 shots. 1, which, good thing, you can reroll that.
Yes,
for free.
Exactly.
Well, you've already paid for it. You prepaid for that reroll. 6, that's a very good conversion. That's 8 shots in total. Hitting
8?
on, yeah.
Why 8?
Because D6 plus 2. So you roll the 6 plus 2.
Why plus 2, D6? It's just
No, it's D6 plus 2. You're looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, sorry, Anna was looking at the wrong thing there. So
okay.
Reroll all the fails, and the 6 is lethal. So reroll the 2. Awesome. Yeah, that's, who would have thought? Full rerolls to hit is a great thing. It's strength 10, so you're wounding me on 3s now. Great. That's actually pretty amazing. That's 6 wounds?
Yeah.
6 wounds, and at AP -2. So I am 4 save, 3 plus save, 4 up, back to 4 up because of the -1 save. 4 up saves. Wow, that's 9 damage. Anna, 9 damage.
So you have only 1 left, right?
I have 1 left, yes. 1 wound left.
Okay.
Sorry, Anna, I interrupted you.
Yeah, my hauler.
Yes, your hauler needs to finish the job. Or, you know what? Is there any, like, a small gun here that can shoot?
I don't think.
Can Mortarion see the dreadnought? No, I don't think he can see the drone. Yeah, these guys are too far away. So, oh wait, your Plague Burst Crawler did not shoot his small, heavy slugger gun. Maybe this will finish the job. 4 shots. Hitting on 3s.
And reroll.
No,
right?
you only reroll full hit rolls for blast weapons. And you roll hit rolls of 1 for everything. So, yeah, that's 3 hits. Oh, was there a 6 there?
Yes, lethal hit.
So, yeah, that was lethal hit. And 2 more? No. So, 1 save. No. Fortunately, this did not do the trick.
Okay,
so,
back to the
back to reality, yeah.
Yeah.
To the hauler. We need to
D6.
use him, actually. Oh, wait. Sorry. Do you want to maybe shoot the Terminators first and shoot the only guy who could see him, so that you can preserve the Mephitic Blight Hauler? I think that's a good idea.
So it's D6, right?
Let's check. I'm pretty sure it's still the same. 1 guy, the rest of the squad is going to shoot at the Terminators. The 1 guy is going to shoot at the Dreadnought. 3 shots. Actually, it's random number of shots, so I think you still can use the reroll.
You think
but
so?
3, I think 3 is good enough. Because, like, if you reroll, there is a very good chance.
I want to reroll that.
You want to risk it?
Yes, I want to risk it.
Just so you know, for the viewers, it's not what you should do. You should not reroll.
I know, but
yes,
I'm
at 3, you never
fun.
reroll a 3 if it's a d6. So, go ahead. Yeah, okay, it worked for you this time, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, 5 hits, wounding on 6s actually. Still.
Yes, it's.
No wounds. Unfortunately, yeah. So this did not help. We'll come back to the squad later, but first let's do the Mephitic Blight Hauler. So the melter from the Mephitic Blight Hauler,
2 shots
hitting on 2s,
and
this
lethal
guy
hit.
is firing at the dreadnought.
It's lethal hit.
Yes, lethal hit. Melter now for some reason has lethals with the haulers,
weird.
and wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds, and I have that's not a save, and he's dead. Does he explode? No. Which, to be honest, for just 3 units, you did kill the Ballistus Dreadnought rather quickly, and the most important thing is efficiently. I really like the reliability, of how your attacks felt, which is a testament to how strong in the shooting, at least probably in the fight as well, how damage dealing the new Death Guard are. But they're also very elite and low on units.
Let's continue with, sorry. I was just in my head.
No worries, I know the feeling.
Yeah, let's continue with my Death Shroud.
Death Shroud, so your 2 guys, are firing
from them.
Yeah, so 2d6, 6 shots.
Okay, it's respectable.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, actually, one of them is a sergeant, so he has another d6. Yep.
3 more. Oh, bleh.
I'll help.
Oh no.
And hitting on automatically and wounding on 4s. Okay, not bad. So it's 5. right?
Yep.
And these guys are in contagion range, so I'm rolling 3s for them. Wow, you killed. Did you kill? No, you didn't kill a guy. You left guy on a wound, which is just perfect for you. Perfectly softened up for the charge that is about to.
They have 4 wounds?
They have 4 wounds each, yes.
Wow.
And -1 damage. Can you imagine that? They are
very
super
tough.
expensive. They are like 50 points each. They're like a Custodes Warden almost. So, yeah.
And the character. What's
yeah.
Lord of... No, he cannot shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, Lord of Contagion, I don't think he has a gun.
Yep.
Maybe only in his rear. Somewhere. Stuck to his back because of how dirty he is. So yeah, definitely not shooting this guy. Where is the last Plague Scroller shooting?
Here, this guy.
Oh, the lieutenant?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm interested. I'm surprised by that choice, to be honest.
D6 plus 3.
D6 plus 3 shots. Only one. That's
only one, and I cannot reroll, right?
You cannot reroll it for free. Yeah, it was only for the Dreadnought. So
maybe I should spend my CP.
How many do you have?
2.
2 left. Well, you definitely need 1 for the charge reroll, and you could reroll. You could keep that 1. I mean, could use it for the number of shots. It's not a bad way to do it. Okay, so Anna decided to reroll that.
Okay. Just wait for another year.
Sorry, Anna's looking for the 1 on the D20. Reroll the 1. Please don't roll another 1. That would be embarrassing. 5.
Yeah,
that's
5.
great. So that's 8.
Super.
8 shots. Wait. D6. Yes. D6 plus 3. Correct.
Yes.
It's not D6 plus 2 like the drone. Awesome. You've hit with all but 2. No lethals. Oh wait. You did not hit with all but 2. I am stealthy. I am -1 to hit.
Oh no.
So it's only 3 hits. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Wounded on 2s. Yep, so that's 2 wounds. I am in cover, but you are AP -1, so that's 3 plus 8. I passed them both. Well, good thing is you would not do anything to the Terminators as well with this, so it's not like you made a bad mistake there by choosing the Lieutenant over the Deathwing Knights. And now you're 2 and entropy cannons.
Yes.
Hitting on 4s, sorry, both hits, and wounding on 2s. Good. AP -3, so it would be a 6-up save, but I'm in cover, so it's a 5-up save.
Okay.
Both failed. I did re-roll this save before, right? I did. Yes, I did.
I think so.
I did, yeah, I did on the Dreadnought. So it's just your damage, D6 plus 1 each.
How many?
4 each. 4 wounds, 5-up Philippine.
Okay.
So probably he's dead, but yeah,
okay,
9. Yeah, I think he's. I rolled this. Yeah, he's dead. So you killed my combat weapon lieutenant, which is bad for me because it means that I'm not on this objective anymore, which probably is a mistake on my part. I should have put my Terminators there, considering that, and I could still see them. So I should have doubled down on that objective. But yeah, that was a mistake. So the lieutenant is no longer with us, as is not this objective longer mine. We found something very interesting here. Unfortunately, Lion is just a whisker in 12 inches of Mortarion, and he can see him. So Lion is getting some, yeah, he's getting some nasty shooting from the Lantern and the Rotwind. So are you starting with Rotwind?
Yep.
Okay, so D6 plus 3 shots. Wow, I see Mortarion is very angry at his brother. Yeah, that's not great. D6 plus 3, so that's 10 shots, hitting on 2s, with lethal, devastating wounds and blast.
It's 9.
D6 plus 3. Oh, sorry, 9. Apologies. It's not, I was thinking about blast. Okay, hits with everything but 1. These are lethal, and these you can roll for 2 wounds. And you're looking for 5s and 6. Wow, that's 4 devastating wounds. I'm definitely using. I'm sure as hell using my watchers in the dark there. So yeah, I'm gonna first use them. So 4 Philno Pain for the mortal wounds. Okay, I take 2 still, and then I'm gonna roll the 2 saves on my 3+ invulnerable save. Okay, I passed them. So that's 2 damage from Rotwind. I got. It was a very, very nasty. When you spit in someone's face. It was Mortarion has spit in the lion's face from across 12 inches, which obviously he's a primary, so he's capable of that.
Yeah.
And 1 shot with your pistol, which I'm pretty sure a lion is gonna just ignore that. hits.
Okay.
Well, I'm not so confident anymore. And wounding on 3s.
Yeah.
It's a wound. 3 plus emergency save. Okay, yeah. Lion just, it blanks off of his iron halo like nothing. But the Rotwind did get a bit into his armor, so he's lost 2 wounds. I think he's 10 wounds base. Charges now. Anna, where are you going?
Mortarion here.
Mortarion over here. You rolled a 10, so you don't
Can I like fly over?
Yeah, you can. If you want, you can go here. Do you want to?
I'm not sure.
I mean, it's gonna make it harder for me to get to you with my lion if you're like this, because it's further away, like there's units.
Yes, but can I physically do that when I did not declare them?
You can just be 1 inch away.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to, you can do that.
And the death routes over there.
Yep, it's a 6-inch charge. Oh, almost was a fail, but
almost.
just enough.
Just enough.
That's why this rule is so amazing. I really love the new role for the Death Child, them being this crazy deep striking force right into the midst of the enemy. Something that a lot of Terminators, as we both mean and I think, should have been all along.
Yes.
They should have been able to deep strike like the best deep strikers ever. I think this is even their lore, that they have some of the best teleportation technology in the whole Imperium, but somehow they still have to roll a freaking 9-inch charge, even without a +1. But I digress. So these guys will move them in shortly. Over there, another 6-inch charge. Anna, good luck. 7, perfect. Amazing, just as we wanted to. Well, Anna wanted to. So we'll move everyone in and we'll proceed with the fight. Do you want to charge the Demon Prince, actually? You can. Oh wait, you advanced him, right? Did you?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he cannot charge and advance and charge. So nothing else, I think, to declare. The Poxwalkers fell back, so they cannot. Yep, so we moved everyone in. And thankfully we were able to, and I was able to avoid the heroic intervention from Lion because he was just out of 6 inches there.
Which would have been deadly for me.
Yeah, because damage 4 on the Lion's sword is nothing to scoff at. Here it was pretty easy. We just moved in the guys. So where do you want to start the fight?
Do you have 2 CPs?
I do have exactly 2. So I can interrupt either here or there. Or actually with the Inner Circle companions as well, because they all have good potential in combat. So.
I think I'll start here because I don't want you to finish off my drone.
That's actually
because
a nice idea.
Yeah, because you can just kill my drone.
Yeah, that's entirely possible. I'm not going to say I would not do this. So you want to start with the Death Shroud squad, I assume? Mm-hmm. Okay, so cool. Anna, which profile are you going to use against the Deathwing Terminators? Do you want to do sweep or strike?
Yeah.
Sweep? Okay.
Because you have -1 damage.
That makes sense. Well done. Your lessons did not go in vain.
Thanks.
Congratulations. So that is 8 attacks per guy, 24 attacks for the 3 guys, and 6s are lethal, and you are hitting on 3s with these attacks. Okay. Okay, and now wounding on force, yes, because of -1 toughness.
Ой, бля.
-1 toughness, force.
Oh no.
That's a bad roll.
That's a bad roll.
Yeah. Well.
Only 2 more.
So that's 6, 8. Okay, 8 4-ups. Well, I did help you a lot. So that's actually exactly 2 Terminators dead because I had 2 wounds remaining on one of the guys. So you killed 2 guys. And there's the character to fight still. So 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Actually, his fist now is hitting on 2s, which was annoying before. Wounding on 2s as well. 3 wounds, is it? And unfortunately, this one is damage 2, so it's actually damage 1 now. Only 1 damage suffered. We knew that Deathwing Knights are very resilient. It's actually a funny game of resilient against resilient. In this case, I think the Deathwing Knights and Dark Angels are probably the most resilient part, funnily enough. So, finally I found 3 wounds remaining on the guy. Now, I will probably interrupt, just because my Inner Circle companions don't have a lot of gas left in them, and I want to try and do something against Mortarion. So, I'll interrupt and try to get something out of them. Actually, on a second thought, I looked at how they're positioned, and unfortunately this guy would not be able to pile in because he's in base to base, and this guy cannot go because he's too close to the Plague Scroller. So I will only be able to fight with 2 guys plus Azrael. So probably, I'm sorry, but I have to fight and do the interrupt over here because this squad is actually the fresh one I have. So I need to try and preserve them, because these Death Child will fight much better than this squad, even though the squad was deadly. So the character there is very dangerous. I'll have to interrupt there. So 16 attacks. I don't have any rerolls there, unfortunately. So hitting on 2s. Well, good thing.
Wow.
Yeah. You don't have any minuses to hit. No. So, and 6s
These are lethal?
No, they are not lethal. They're just anti-vehicle monster 4+.
Okay.
So yeah, this does not help me much. And wounding on I'm strength 6, you're T7, which is very annoying.
Oops.
Sorry. Which is very annoying. Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no, that's no wounds. Your new toughness 7 is really helpful.
Oh.
And you're a bad actor.
Sorry.
So 5 attacks with my great weapon. Should have fought with the guys, the inconvenience. Now that I think of it. Was there 2 6s there?
1, I think.
Okay, 1 S, which means 4 hits. And wounding on... Not that. Not that. Nothing. Nada. 0 from the Deathwing Knights squad, and 2 command points. What a waste. What a waste.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Well, I hope you are. So now you can fight freely. Where you want to start? Where do you want to proceed? The Mortarion or the Death Shroud?
Let's do Death Shroud.
Okay, go ahead. 4 attacks. I wanted you to see how Anna is struggling to put the dice in her small, tiny baby hands. I'll help you. I'll help you.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
So hitting on 3s against my Deathwing Knights. And just so we are clear, the 6s are both lethal and sustained in this case.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I forgot about it.
No, only for this squad.
Yes, I forgot about this.
Oh yeah, yes. Don't worry, that squad did not have the sustain because they didn't have the character.
Okay,
so
that's not it. That's not it.
That's not it. Yeah. So these were misses, which is good because now you can add them back.
Oh,
you rolled 7, so that's you can add 7 back. And now roll this to wound, and you are wounding me on 3s now because of your lance. From again the Lord of Contagion. Good. That's very decent. So, how many?
Please do not use my dice.
I will not. Don't worry, I'm just counting. 10, 16. 16 to roll. I think this is precisely 16. Can you please help me? My hand is bigger than yours. Not maybe, but yeah, it's not enough for all of them. So, shit. It's not great. That's actually, so your damage 1. So, it's gonna kill 2 guys. And you have your Lord of Contagion left, so I think he has 5 attacks.
Don't be that dramatic, it's not that bad.
These are the cost of like a half a tank every guy, so they're very expensive. They're like half of your drone in cost. You're not impressed, I see.
I don't know.
Okay, so 5 attacks. In this case you want to do the strike because he's damage 3, which is perfect against the -1 damage.
And 6 is...
6 are sustained and lethal.
Oh wow.
So you're gonna add 3 dice to this. Yeah. So roll 4 to wound, and you wound me on 2s. Wow. He's just vicious, this guy. The Man Reaper is called that for a reason. So 7.
I love these dice.
Wow, yeah, they're amazing. I love these models. The Lord of Contagion is actually one of my favorite Death Guard models. One of the first ones they released in, I think, in the 8th edition Codex, in the starter. So that's a dead guy, and that's a half dead guy. So I rolled reasonably well. It could have been easily another dead dude. So I'm happy, but it still lost 3 of my Deathwing Knights. So this guy, and that guy, and this dude is on... Oh, actually, I was on 1 wound remaining with the guy. I was.
Does it mean that one more guy is dead?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes, it would mean that. Yeah. Yep, so it means that I actually lose 4 guys. So only the sergeant is left, which means that the squad is now disengaged. And I'm honestly, I don't think I want to. I want to see how that fight ends. We've seen that on the other flank. Just imagine this. This was just a 3-man Death Shroud squad. 3-man Death Shroud squad, not a 6-man. Which is probably
plus character.
Of course, yes, plus 1 Lord of Contagion, but still, it was just a small squad, and it still managed to kill 4 models in the Deathwing Knights unit, which is by far like one of the most the toughest Terminators in the Imperium.
They were my favorite then. They are my favorite now.
Yeah, they're amazing. I think we need more of these guys. Yes. 6 is not enough. So
Mortarion.
Yes, he now can sweep the hell out of the inner circle companions. 15 attacks, and you're hitting on 3s because I'm very zippy and fast and agile. The inner circle companions are -1 to hit.
Okay.
So 15, hitting on 3s.
And do I have a reroll?
No rerolls.
But I have sustained hits.
You do?
Yep, sustained hit.
One. Yeah, cool. In lethal
and
hits.
Lethal hit.
So one lethal, and that's going to be sustained as well. And that's actually a lot of misses. A lot of misses, Anna. It seems to me that you're not going to kill the squad. Oh, wait, it was 1/6.
Yes.
So
I've added 1.
Yes, sorry.
And it's a lethal hit.
Yes, so keep 1 out. And you're wounding me on 2s. Yep, so all but 1. That's 6 saves, 4 up saves, 4 up invulnerable saves. 1 dead and 1.5. And there are no wounded guys. So I'll kill 1 dude, this one, and put wounds on the guy with the banner. Because I don't think I need him, to be honest. Over here, the Death Child decided to tag my guy, so I will have to respond.
Wait. Yes. Are you sure you want to fight over there?
Oh, yes, my bad. The inner circle companions. This fight was already over in my head. They were already dead.
I mean these guys.
The Deathwing Knights?
Yes.
Well,
you haven't fought with them.
I haven't fought with them, but your squad has already fought, so I don't need to.
Yes, but my drone will fight.
Yeah, your drone is not
okay.
That.
Okay.
He has like 3 attacks, and they're Deathwing Knights after all.
You know, everything happens.
Yes, it could happen. So the inner circle companions, I want to fight with them first. Again, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, I guess I have to. 8 attacks from the guys into Mortarion. They've consolidated. They're gonna hit on 3s. 2 6s sustained and lethal, so I'm gonna add these back. And I'm wounding you, your toughness 12. So, wounding you on 6s. Wow, that's so bad. I don't have any source of +1 to wound, unfortunately. Yeah, I could not activate my Honor of the Chapter because Lance would not apply here. So only 2 wounds, you're 4 up invulnerable save. 2 fails.
Oh no.
4 damage, which would be your 5 up film pain.
4 damage.
Total, yeah. They're damage to each. I wish they were damage 4. That would be great. So you've passed 2, yeah. Only 2. I like how you're taunting me. And 6 attacks from Azrael himself. Maybe he will be able to do a lot of damage to Mortarion. So that's 7 hits, actually. And let's see 5 6s. 5 6s. No. It's actually no wounds because he's toughness 12. That's embarrassing. No wounds. Oh no. So Azrael didn't do anything with his Sword of Secrets. Yeah, toughness 12 is a nasty beast. It's really hard to do anything. Now you technically fight with your drone. I think it's like 3 attacks, right?
Yep.
Go ahead. So 3 attacks against my Terminators.
3s.
Yep.
And I actually have lethal hits, but it's not.
You did not roll.
Applicable here.
So 1 wound, and you're wounding me. What's your strength? 6? You're wounding me on 3s.
Yep.
And I fail. So you bring one guy to.
1.
Yeah, we bring one guy down to 2 wounds. So not that bad, but annoying. And I will now fight against the drone to kill him, hopefully. So let's do 8 attacks with my maces. They all hit but 1, and wounding on 4s. Only 2. Wow. That did not go as planned. So 5 up invulnerable save. And no.
I'm so sorry.
No, you should not have done that. Actually, I forgot to fight with the one guy who's touching the Plague Scroll.
Okay.
So that's 2 hits, 3 hits actually, with the guy, and 2. No wounds. And I forgot the inner circle companions would be hitting on 2s because of because they're fighting against Mortarion. Yeah, I just checked the recording. There were no 2s there. Thankfully, against Mortarion, there were only 1s. What is your?
Holler.
Holler? I'm not in combat with him anymore.
What do you mean? You're
the Terminators. Sorry, yeah. I meant the inner circle companions. So yeah, he can fight.
3s and actually
lethal.
Yeah.
They are so annoying, you guys. So annoying. With those lethals and -1 to save, -1 to toughness. Everything becomes soft close to them.
3 wounds.
3 wounds. All passed, thankfully.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. 3 doesn't pass.
AP -1.
Yeah, because AP -1. So I do suffer another wound. I'm down to only wound. Only 1 wound on my Deathwing Terminators. Cool. Well, for Anna, at least.
Yeah.
What did you accomplish? I think that is the end of my struggles. Wait, did I fight with that sergeant?
Yep, I think so. No.
I don't think so.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I didn't yet, so 5 attacks with him, with his weapon of Unforgiven. Did I? I think, yes, I did already fight, because I interrupted. So I already fought, and I didn't do anything to you.
You interrupted over there. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
sure.
so I did not, I should not be doing this. Okay, what did you accomplish again? Sorry.
Overwhelming force.
Overwhelming force, cool. That's killing...
I only killed 1 unit, I think. Right?
Yeah, so you killed...
yeah, actually 2 units.
Lieutenant on the objective.
And the Dreadnought.
The Dreadnought was on the objective. Yeah. Anyone else?
Nope.
I don't think you finished anything else off, so yeah.
And the Storm Hostile objective. Yes.
You did storm it, definitely.
Yes.
That's your objective now.
4 victory points.
4 victory points. That was a pretty
4
good...
and 5. Yeah,
4 and 5.
9.
That's a great result. And you actually... Did you kill 2 units, you said?
Yes.
So it means you're not getting kill more in this mission, because I killed also 2 units. I killed your drone and your hauler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're tied in this battle round. So, in my turn 3, I've drawn the engage all fronts and secure no man's land. So, secure no man's land is easy. I'll just need to be there and on this objective. And yeah, that is secure. I will kill the Poxwalkers here, hopefully. The Lion, I have a very cunning plan, for him, which he wants to go, he did go from here to over here, and he's gonna charge. You thought maybe this squad. No, I'm gonna abandon this squad. I'm gonna charge these guys. I wish I could have advanced and charged with him. I can for 1 CP, but I needed that for those Terminators over there. So they are going to be advanced and charging. Lion just moved 8, so he's going to charge this Terminator squad over here. And the idea is to try to clear this area as much as possible. I want to kill the drone, finally. I did fall back, so we're using the tactical doctrine. I did fall back with the Azrael squad, and I actually did fall back like full 6 inches back, so Mortarion could not reactive move off of it. And I will now... Oh, actually, he's in combat still with the Terminators as well, so it doesn't matter.
No, he's not.
He's within an inch.
He's not in combat.
He did not want to move into combat?
Yes,
okay.
we moved him that way that he's not in combat.
Okay, no, doesn't matter in this case. So they are still too far for him to do the reactive move, and they'll be able to charge back into the fight. Hopefully, maybe also blink off a couple of wounds with their shooting, and maybe against the Poxwalkers as well. So I'm trying to clear this area, as I said. These guys are going to be stranded, hopefully, because everything that is important is not in this area. The scouts, I moved them to the very edge of the objective, so they are in relative safety. You still can, if you want to go with this huge unit and try to clear the scouts. But then you're wasting it. So that's my idea. We'll see how it pans out. On that flank, I'm feeling pretty good because I have 2 Ballistas Dreadnoughts and the Terminators all facing down the Plague Scroller, so they hopefully will be able to kill it. I intend to do that this game, and hopefully maybe even go and capture that objective. However, there is a Demon Prince, or Smelly Bodice, and I call him, standing between me and that dream. So they will probably have words, the Demon Prince and the Deathwing Knights. So that is the plan. Let's see how that goes. 2 heavy bolt pistols from the Inner Circle Companions into the Poxwalkers, and the plasma is actually going to go into the... let's do the Mythic Blind Hauler. No. Wait, the drone. Yes, let's do how many wounds does he have?
He has 4 left.
4
so
left.
He has 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 left.
What about this guy?
He's full.
Ah, okay, so the Mythic Blind Hauler is full.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah.
You see that's 6.
I thought it's for the hauler. No. So 4 wounds, yeah, definitely. I'm shooting the plasma from Azrael into him. So yeah, let's do that. 2 shots, both hits. I think I get sustained hits 1 on myself. Yeah, so yeah, I do get it. So 3 hits actually, and I'm strength 8, so wounding you on 5s. So 1 wound, AP 1. Sorry, AP 4. on your drone. And there was actually one more shot there. So 1 hit and no wounds. So yeah, AP4 on the plasma. Okay, so it goes through. 2 wounds remaining on the drone. Well, remember that his 2 wounds remaining. Actually, there is the dice. So he suffered. That's his wound counter now. And I'll do the 2 heavy bolt pistol shots into those guys. They did not hit. Cool. So Lion L. Johnson with his Luminous hits twice. That's into the drone as well. And wounds twice. Wow, on double 6. He definitely means business with his...
Okay.
Yeah, that goes through and it's damage too.
Okay.
So yeah, the drone is no more. It doesn't explode. Do you want to explode it automatically by any chance? Because of your 1 CP thing. You would kill 1 guy here, and you would also do a bunch of mortals to yourself.
No.
Okay. So 4 shots from the Stormholders of the Impulsor into the Poxwalkers. Let's hope that it's more successful this time. Not really, no. Didn't do anything. That's unfortunate. So they shot, everything here shot. Nothing here, the Terminator cannot. Ballistas says they are shooting at the Plague Scholar. So first the 2 last cannons of the one, the furthest one, re-rolling the hit roll. Okay, so 1 hit, wounds once, AP -3. Okay, 2 missiles, re-roll, 2 hits, no wounds. Second Ballistas, no hits from the last cannon, 1 hit, wounds, AP -3, so 5 up. What's that? No?
What's your damage?
D6 +1.
I think I'm going to reroll that.
Okay.
No, actually, what's the damage on their melee?
Damage 2.
Damage 2.
So you can use the -1 damage, or use it on Mortarion if you don't use the EV.
Yeah, I won't use that.
Okay, D6 +1. I will spend the CP to reroll that. So 5.
Okay. And I don't have Philippines.
Yes. And 2 shots with the crack missile. Actually 2 wounds, because I'm strength 10 on that and you're toughness 10.
AP?
AP 2, so I both go through. D6 each.
Oh my god.
9. That's 9. Please, and I re-roll the dice, and I was too quick and I wanted to re-roll that. Okay, so you did re-roll. Now we have to randomize which of the damages was that. So on a 4-up, this was the 6, so Anna would ignore the 6. Yes, Anna does ignore the 6. So you suffer 5 from the first
3
one?
more.
And 3 more, so 8 in total. You have 12 wounds, so that's 4 wounds remaining.
Okay.
Cool, so the Ballistas, they did pretty well, but unfortunately it was not enough to finish them off. But good thing you're not gonna use the -1 damage anymore. Wait, actually you still can technically. Yes, you can, because your Demon Prince is right in the center there, and he's within 12 of both Mortarion and the Plague Scholar, so you can make the -1 damage 1 CP.
That sounds exciting.
That sounds exciting, yes. No, not really. Okay, I wish I did not think about that. Maybe you would have forgotten.
Yeah, I would definitely have forgotten.
Yep, so I think that is weirdly the end of my shooting phase. I now need to charge. I will first go and charge into the Plague Scholar probably, because the Lion first. I don't want him to fail.
And you are
11.
charging where?
I'm charging this squad.
Okay.
The dash route. So he's gonna go right around like that. I think staying outside of 6 from
You sure that you're outside of 6? Just asking.
Yes.
Just checking.
Yes. And I'm gonna roll the charge from the Inner Circle companions into Mortarion. Hopefully, maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to do something against him. So 6 is enough. I did move 6 inches, so we'll just go back the same way we came.
Okay.
Like this. Okay. So maybe we'll be able to do a lot of damage.
Well, that means that I can spend my CP on -1 damage.
You can, yeah.
Or
I
can interrupt.
Yes, that's true. And this Terminator will be going into the Poxwalkers. So 5, I'm gonna tuck him like that. Anyone else? Yeah, those Terminators into the Plague Scholar. So I'll just move them in, like so. And I think that's it. I am pretty sure there's nothing for you to do reactively here. I don't think you have any heroic interventions. There it's too far for the Demon Prince. So yeah, we'll just start my fight. Yeah, so because Mortarion is the most dangerous interrupt, I will have to start there. Though Lion's one is also not a pleasant one. And oh wait, no, you cannot interrupt here because you're not within 12 inches of your Demon Prince with the Death Shroud.
Of course I'm not.
Yeah, so yeah, that's good. Means I should not start here because you cannot interrupt against Lion. You can interrupt against the Inner Circle Companion, so that's where I'm going. I will actually use my 1 CP for Lance because remember, it's very hard to wound him now, so you need to give them the best fighting chance I can. So to discourage Anna from using the -1 damage on the Mortarion, I am gonna use the sweep, plus the sweep is really amazing on these guys. It's 5 attacks instead of 4, and its sustained hits 2. So 4 guys in the squad, sorry, 3 guys in the squad are gonna have 15 attacks with sustained hits 2 and full rerolls to hit. So I'm expecting a lot of damage from this. Okay, so 15 attacks. I'm looking for a lot of 6s here. Yes! Exactly. Wow, that's a lot of extra hits. And 2s actually hit because Mortarion is a character. So I'm gonna need a lot of your dice, and I'm sorry. That's actually 12 more hits.
Why 12?
Because there are sustained hits too.
Oh my god.
So yeah, so this, I just need to add 12 to this.
You can use your 5.
Yeah, I can use my 5.
6 and 6 more.
Okay, I'm gonna need your help. I'll do the shape and you fill it.
Okay.
Okay, almost there. Okay, yeah, let's roll it together. So it's actually 5s to wound now. So it's not bad. It's actually not great.
One more 5.
Okay, so yeah, not bad. This is your 4-up invertible save, so 8. Oh, yeah, wait, correct, yes. It's 5s to wound because of my lance. So yeah, correct, 5s. Otherwise it would have been actually 6s because your Mortarion is wicked tough. 8 wounds, 8 4-up saves. Oh, exactly as you should have rolled. 4 wounds and 5 uphill veins on this. They're damage 1. Okay, you suffered 3 more, so you've suffered 5 so far.
Total, yeah.
It looked very impressive, but it was not as deadly as I hoped. And now 6 more attacks from Azrael. So hits with everything, 6 pops and extra. And now I'm wounding you on 5s.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry to see that.
It's very unfortunate. The Inner Circle Companions, they're very deadly against things that are not toughness 12. That's how I would describe it. Yeah. So now you can actually interrupt if you want to.
Why would I want to? You mean with my Death Shroud?
Oh no, you cannot. You cannot with Death Shroud. I was thinking about Death Shrouds. It doesn't make sense to interrupt with Mortarion. Yeah. So yeah, you can actually now use -1 damage.
Yep, I will use it.
You will, okay. So I am gonna attack with my Terminators next. Yeah, so Anna decided to try her luck and try to save the
probably I won't get lucky.
So can you please give me 1 die? Thank you. I'm rolling to hit on 2s. Okay. I don't think there are any lethals or anything on these swords. No, just damage 2. And I don't get any buffs there. And wounding on 5s and 6s. So
6?
6 wounds. Yep, and there is a sergeant to fight. So you have 5-up invertible save. Okay, that's exactly 4 wounds.
Okay, 4 wounds.
So he's dead.
Oh my god.
Does he explode? If you want, you can explode. It doesn't make sense to explode it automatically. So.
And I cannot. I don't have CPs.
Ah, yeah, you spent your last one. So cool. He is no longer with us.
Not cool.
Yeah, not cool for anything.
Okay.
But these guys can actually. Can I make it into engagement range with your Plague Marines?
No.
Okay, yeah, so. It doesn't really make sense for me to do that.
No, you cannot.
It's too far, yeah. Cool. What else? This guy, the guy with the Poxwalkers in combat.
How about Lion? Maybe you want to fight with Lion?
Well, it doesn't matter in this case, but you cannot interrupt. So he hits 4 times, and he wounds. I think you are T4 on the Poxwalker, and I'm strength 6, so 3 wounds.
T4.
Yeah, we both were very confused with that.
Surprisingly. I thought they for some reason, T3.
Yeah, what confused me is that they're strength 3, but they're toughness 4. So that's why it's so weird. Cool. So
3 wounds?
3 wounds, yes.
Okay.
You don't have a save, so this is your fill no pain. So these 2 6s that you've rolled, re-roll them again.
Why?
Actually, all of them. You have a 5 up fill no pain. So you've rolled their damage 2, right? My attack is damage 2. So you need to roll that again. Any success that you will do now will be a save.
3 more.
Yeah, just roll 3 more. So yeah, you actually only save 1. These 2 would die anyway because they're only 1 wound models. So the first attack, the first point of damage you blocked, the second actually did get to the Poxwalkers. So which 2 ones you want to remove?
Let me think.
Well, it doesn't make sense to remove those that are on the objective, because for now we are tied. I am OC2 and I'm OC1 on this guy. So
one of them has hammer. Does it?
No. They're all the same.
Okay.
He wishes that he had a hammer, but he doesn't.
But he does.
Well, I mean, a working hammer, not a rusty old hammer that's an improvised weapon. So cool. The Impulsor now will fight as well. 3 attacks hitting on 4s with the Impulsor, 1 hit, 1 wound. Again, no save, just your 5 up penalty. Okay, so no one dies there. That's pretty embarrassing and actually not great because I really needed to clear that objective. But I guess I didn't have resources to do that properly. That's another reason why Poxwalkers are so annoying. See?
Yes.
Like them positioned there, how much value you got from them being in this area. And how annoying are they to kill? I'm trying to do that for like 3 turns, not aggressively, but I'm spending resources on that. But now we do the fun part, which is Lion against the Death Shroud Terminators. So Lion, 8 attacks against the Death Shroud. That is supposed to hurt. So 2's to hit. All hit but 1. I'm not gonna reroll because I need the reroll on the wound roll. And 2 6s are lethal. Okay. And wounding on 3s.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll 1. Okay, so that's 5 wounds on your 4-up invulnerable save, and each fail will kill a Terminator outright. So you don't want to fail here. Ooh, that's the full squad dead. The full squad dead, except for the character, of course. Yeah. So just the guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 Death Shrouds, no more, but they did what they were supposed to do, which is protecting the character that they're assigned to, their bodyguard duty, which is pretty cool. So they are no longer with us. I'm gonna actually, do you want to consolidate? No, I'm gonna stay there. I think there's no point in me consolidating into the Lord of Virulence. And now your Lord of Virulence can actually fight against my Terminators. Because if you don't, I'm gonna fight with my Mortarion as well. Yeah, but first you only select 1, and then my Deathwing Knights will fight. So it makes sense for you.
5 attacks, right?
Yes, 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s, no lethals, and wounding 2s as well. Okay.
Only 2.
4-ups. So 1 dies actually because he wasn't 1 wound remaining. But the other 2 guys, they can actually fight back. So let's move them like that, I guess. I guess I don't have to. No, yeah, I guess I have to. Move into engagement with Mortarion. Yeah, I think I have to. But I still can fight with both. So 4 attacks, I'm gonna fight against. Actually, what do I want to fight against? Mortarion or Lord of Virulence? Because Lord of Virulence is softer, but he's not that much softer. Actually, I'm wounding Mortarion on 4s with my mace because he's a monster, and I'm wounding the Lord of Virulence on 5s because it's T7.
Oh.
So it makes sense for me to fight against Mortarion, weirdly. So let's do this. That's the mace, all hit, and wounding on 4s. 3 wounds. Cool. 4-up invulnerable saves. 2 fails, that's 4 damage.
Okay, and
5 up, yeah. Anna, you're killing me, literally and figuratively. So 5 attacks with my mace, the sergeant's weapon. So all hit. And 0 because it's his T12. So yeah, the Deathwing Knights unfortunately didn't do much, as did the Inner Circle companions. They sort of bounced off of the hide of Mortarion, which is extremely thick. You can now fight back. Where do you want to fight? Do you want to fight against my Inner Circle companions, or do you want to finish off the Deathwing Knights, the small squad? You can fight against both. Oh, and I decided to strike against the Deathwing Knights, which was a surprising decision, but I think it makes sense. And Anna is not afraid of the Inner Circle companions anymore because they failed to do much damage to her. So 5 attacks. We'll see how well you can fight. Hit with everything. Oh wait, not with everything. 4.
Yeah.
You are lethal hits. Yeah. And you're actually devastating wounds as well. Okay, so 3. You want to reroll?
I cannot.
Oh, you cannot. Okay, so 3 4-ups. Oh no.
Oh no.
And that's d6 plus 1 damage. Roll the first one.
Блядь.
It's 2, which is 1. Roll the second one.
Блядь.
It's okay. Killing guy. And the last one. You need to roll 4-up. Yes, 4-up. On the 4-up you kill him.
Блядь, no!
No, you did not. But you will finish him off next round with the... You will probably finish him off with the mortal wounds on your movement phase. So it's not that bad. But you will not get it this round.
Wait a minute.
The kill.
How come?
What?
So 6 damage.
Yes.
Plus what? Plus 1.
The 6 will kill the guy on the remaining wound.
Okay, you have only 2 of them.
Yes. So the first rolled the 1. That was 1 damage. The second one killed the guy completely because he rolled a bunch.
Okay.
And then the last one was a 3, which is 4 minus 1, 3, and he has 4 wounds. Because he has 4 wounds, that's why he survived. It's not a normal Terminator.
But I rolled 6 first, not 1.
Not, you rolled the 1 first. Not a 6.
Sure?
Yes. 100%.
Блядь.
I'm sorry, Anna. Sorry. Almost. But no cigar in this case. So you kill this dude, and the sergeant is still standing there, standing tall. Though I'm sure he's very sad that he lost so many of his brothers and comrades. Okay, so what is your plan? What did you draw for round 3? Area Denial and Secret No Man's Land.
Yes, Area Denial is not doable. Secret No Man's Land is doable because I fell back with my Poxwalkers.
Onto the center?
Yes, and they will bring me 2 victory points.
Cool, okay.
I also moved my Death Shroud Terminators over there slightly here. I will be shooting at Lion, and I maybe will charge. I don't know. No, it's not a good idea. He fights first. No.
He fights first, yeah. So you can charge him, but will it be a good idea? Probably not. You can shoot him at him.
Oh, I actually forgot to move my
Plague Scroller.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
I think I will put him here probably.
You can.
Yeah, this way he sees...
Yeah, you want to see the Terminators there.
Yeah, but I want to also see the Lion.
Yeah, sure, it works. So at the end of movement phase, you will do mortal wounds to this guy and those guys.
Yeah.
So roll they're both 2 pluses. So for this guy, 2 plus. Okay, yes. And he's once per game 4-up Philippine. No, so he is dead, which gives you your kill. And this guy,
yes,
2 plus, 1.
No,
it's one more wound, so yeah, it's gonna finish off the...
Yeah, actually, tell them about 1 wound left.
Ah, yeah, the 1 wound left on the Inner Circle companion was because the Mythic Blackholder fought and we forgot to film it, so he did 3 wounds. Sorry, 2 wounds.
And he's now out of combat, so he will...
Yeah, he would be able to shoot anyways, but yeah. Okay, so anything else you wanted to share? I think you can proceed with the shooting and fighting. So let's start with the shooting. Where do you want to shoot?
I'll probably start with my Death Shroud Terminators.
Over here?
Yes, and
Line?
Probably he will do this thing with the...
What?
What's the name of
this guy?
Yeah.
Mortarion?
No, this guy.
The reroll to hit?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, not a reroll, not a... Блять, not
reroll
a
number of
hit.
shots?
Yes.
Really? 1 CP, you want to spend it for just 1 mortar? 2 mortars, maybe? No, 1
mortar. This and...
He doesn't have a random number of shots. So
he does, he has D6.
No, he's 2 shots with the multi-melter and 1 shot with a missile. 1 shot with a missile. if you want to shoot the frag, it would be random shots, but you don't want to shoot the frag.
Okay, what about Death Shroud Terminators?
They are...
Yeah, D6 shots.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I think it's...
I did not think about that.
Yes, I think it's...
Okay,
it's worth it.
It's valid, sure.
Okay, so...
it's your last CP?
Yes.
Are you sure you want to spend it on that?
I can't think of anything.
A better thing? Usually, if you're not sure that it's worth it, it's usually better to just leave the CP for maybe like an off chance that you would need it later, in my experience.
Okay, let me check.
So, are you using it?
Yes.
Okay, so you have 0 command points now, and you are starting where? The PPC or the Terminators?
Let's actually start with Terminators.
Okay, so it's 4d6 shots with your flamers. And now, as usually it happens, you're gonna roll like 4d6s, and it was gonna be 6s all over. Well, you can now reroll the 1. Cool. Well, that's a good conversion.
Definitely worth it.
16, 20, yeah. So you are wounding me on. I am T8 now, and you are strength 3. No, it's 6s.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's not great. He's not infantry, so. Even though he goes through walls. Well, that's a lot of 6s. How many?
It's
7. Okay, 7, and I am 3+ save now. That's 4 wounds, Hannah. That's not great. I have 4 wounds remaining. Ooh. Yeah,
yeah, I think it was totally worth it.
Totally worth it, yeah.
Totally
now
worth
you have your Lord of Virulence with his Giga Chat Flamer. So yeah, this one is D6 shots. 4, you don't want to reroll 4.
Yes.
And you're wounding on 5s in this case. Okay, so 2 wounds, and he's no longer leading the unit, so you cannot reroll the wound roll.
Okay.
And he's ignoring. Oh yeah, I can actually reroll the wound roll. It's
really?
twin linked. Yeah, it's twin linked. Okay.
Still.
So 2 wounds, and it's 4 ups. Okay, so another
one more.
Line.
Ooh.
Yeah, only 3 wounds remaining. I think that Mortarion with his bad breath is gonna get him. Or the PVC. Actually, yeah, this is my question. Mortarion? Is he gonna finish off his brother?
Okay, let's try Mortarion.
I mean, you can also shoot at the squad you're in combat with. Kind of makes more sense, I guess. No, the PVC can shoot at the Terminators, so you're good. I think you should fight the Lion. It's not the fight that we wanted. We wanted the melee, but it's still Primarch versus Primarch.
We didn't want them.
You didn't want.
Yeah, we didn't want them.
Okay.
It would be so pathetic. I don't want to even think about it.
Okay, so let's do.
It's D6 plus 3, right?
D6 plus 3, yeah, the Rotwind, yeah. Wow. Okay. I see Mortarion is not interested in combat with the Lion whatsoever. That's 9 shots, 2s to hit.
Actually, do I get -1 to hit in this situation? Because I'm in combat.
Yes, it's not a pistol, so you would get -1 to hit. Yep. Good catch.
Okay, so 3s. A lot of 2s.
Wow. Okay. Good thing you remember that.
1 6.
Yes.
And then you're on 5s?
You are wounding me on 5s, yes, because I'm T8 and you're strength 7.
Okay, 1 wound.
1 wound?
Yep.
4 up? Okay,
yeah.
I'm good. And the Lantern now. Actually, the Lantern can finish him off because it's damage 3.
It's 1.
1 shot. Okay, hits.
Yep.
Wounds. Oh wait, were there any 1s in the Rotwind one?
Yes, 1.
Reroll it because your Lord of Virulence gives the rerolls to hit.
Okay.
Oh, unless you wanted to give it to someone else. I think you only wanted the Lion, right?
Yeah.
So, did you wound?
Yes.
Wait. You rolled. You rolled to hit.
Yes, to hit.
And that's actually devastating wound. So he has 2 wounds remaining.
That was useful.
Yeah, that was good. So, the Lantern.
Yeah, I already rolled.
Did you roll it?
Yes, I rolled.
And was it the wound?
Yes.
Okay,
5.
3 plus a random save. All good. So.
Okay. Let's actually shoot the Hauler.
The Hauler?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Because he doesn't. He doesn't see.
Doesn't have any other targets. Cool. Let's do 2 melter shots. You wanted the missile?
Yeah. No, okay. It
doesn't matter in this case.
Okay.
He's a monster, so you hit him on 2s.
And 1.
1 reroll, yes, because you are getting the rerolls from the.
And 6 is a lethal hit.
6 is a lethal hits, yeah, for the melter.
Okay. And 4 is...
4 is a wound, okay. Sure. So 2 3+ avoidable saves, 1 fail, CP reroll, 2 passes, okay. And the crack missile. So no more rerolls. Hits. You wound me on 2s actually. Wounds. Reroll. Sorry, save. It's saved. 3+ avoidable save is nasty.
You sure it's a save?
It's a 3+ avoidable save, yes. So it would definitely be a save.
And you remember that he's...
-1 toughness, -1 save. Yeah, but the -1 save does not affect the invulnerable save.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, of course. The Plague Burst Crawler, you can try to finish off the line. You probably want to, because if you don't...
I need to.
Yeah, if you don't, charging him is a bad idea. That's I can tell you that for free.
So D6 + 3?
Yeah. Cool. That's 8 shots. You're shooting everything into him.
I think so.
Yeah, you don't want to be greedy with the lion, I think. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Plus, the Terminators are not a great target for your damage too, anyways.
Yep.
So you reroll everything. I mean, reroll the misses.
Yeah. So 3.
So 2. Actually, I rolled the two 6s, so these are good. And you need to roll these 2 wounds. That will be a 4-up because I'm T8 now. Oh wow, that's 4 wounds. Okay, so I need to roll 4 3+s. No. The lion is down, unfortunately, and he's not a Gilliman, so he cannot stand back up from that.
Does it explode?
Don't think he can. So, yeah. Cool. Anything else in terms of shooting? I think everything here has shot. Your Terminators did. Poxwalkers can only...
Plague Marines.
Plague Marines? Yeah, Plague Marines can shoot. So you have 2 plasma guns and 1 blight launcher. Plasma guns would be 2 shots each, so it's 4 shots. And do you want to supercharge them?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes, I want.
You want to, you can lose your sergeant with a power fist, etc. Are you sure? And damage 2 doesn't do anything against me, so you don't want to do it.
Okay.
You're just really like overcharging, right?
Yes.
No, you don't want to do it.
Okay.
So 4 shots, strength 7. Yeah, so you hit, you hit once.
Yep.
Okay, hit once. Don't wound. Doesn't wound. And the next is the blight launcher. D3 shots. 1. It's 2 actually shots because of blast. 1 hit. And 6 is a lethal. So does wound. I have, it's AP -1. So I fail. It's damage 2. So it's damage 1. I suffer 1 wound on one of the guys. Cool. So the Demon Prince. He has 3 shots with the Infernal Cannon, and I was trying to find the Infernal Cannon on this model, but it doesn't look like there is one, but there is one. Just believe me. 3 shots. It's not a great gun, to be honest. Not against the Deathwing Knights. 6 is a lethal, yes.
Okay. And no rerolls.
No rerolls, yes.
And
5 does wound.
Yeah, so 2.
So it's 2 at AP -2 essentially, so 4 ups. Wow, okay, so you do, bless you, you do 2 more, so it's actually guy on 1 wound now.
So 1 is dead?
No. He was on 3 wounds, and now he's on 1. I set it up incorrectly. You only did 1 damage with your Plague Marines. So, yeah, now I think you charge phase, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Where are you charging? These guys, I don't think they're any good targets.
Yeah.
I mean, you can charge into this guy through the wall, so let's probably measure that. Yep, so it's an 8-inch charge. We just checked. Are you gonna roll that one first?
Yep.
No. Okay. And you don't have any CP to reroll?
I don't have CPs, yeah. So
over here, I think it's automatic.
Yes, but I'll roll anyways. Okay, it's 6 and...
For your Plague Marines?
It's
4. Okay, so they're doing just enough. They're not being too rush. Okay. Well, these guys are 10,000 years old, so cut them some slack. They're not...
10,000 years old?
Yeah, they are like sort of. Time dilation is a weird thing in the warp, you know.
Okay.
So, anything else? I think Mortarion is already in combat. You want to charge the Mephitic Blight Horror, or are you good?
I'm good.
You're good.
I think I'm good.
You think you're good? Okay, sounds right with me. So, anything else? That's it, right?
I think that's
it. The Poxwalkers, they've fallen back.
They've fallen back, yeah.
So you cannot charge them. Cool. Cool. So let's fight. 7 attacks with the Demon Prince against the Deathwing Knights. You're hitting on 2s. Okay.
6 is
of course, okay. There. It's the smelly butt. What did you expect?
It's little hits.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just little hits, nothing else. And you are wounding on 2s.
On 2s? Wow.
Yeah, because I'm T4.
Okay, so 7.
7 wounds. Wow. 7 is the blessed number of Nurgle.
Cool.
So you are in luck. Forced to save.
Oh my god.
That's 1 dead, 2 dead, and a half. Actually, 3 dead.
No, 3 dead because
of the wound. Yeah, so not great. And the Plague Marines are gonna fight next. So for the Plague Marines, you have two guys with heavy plague weapons. So it's 3 attacks each, 6 attacks. Heavy plague weapons are strength 8. So hitting on 3s, wow.
And that's 6s.
Of course they are lethal. Of course, they're plague weapons, literally. So strength 8, wounding on 3s, actually 2s. So 5 wounds, yep. No rerolls there, 5 wounds. So 1, 2, 3. So you killed the old guys like straight, so that's 3 damage in total to the remaining 2 guys. And now.
Okay, so 1 is on 1 wound, right?
1 is on 1 wound, yes, and 1 is full. And now and 1 power fist. 3 attacks. Okay, 1 lethal hit and 2 wounding on 2s. Okay, so 1 on 1 wound, he dies, and the sergeant suffers 1 damage. And now you have 2 guys with just the plague knives remaining. Bubonic knives, plague knives are 3 attacks each, so 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
Oh.
You have only hit once. So the sergeant will get to strike, most likely.
And this is...
Yeah, this is not a wound, because he's T4 and you needed a 4-up. Okay, so that was still a really amazing performance, because look, this is just the sergeant left. And he is not, sorry for the weird angle, he is not feeling that great. Do you want to consolidate into me?
Yes.
So yeah, I'll be able to fight against you.
Yes.
Demon Prince or the Plague Marines, or both?
I think both, because I don't want you to shoot me. Oh, actually no, Demon Prince you can shoot anyways, right?
He's blown up. I can shoot him anyways. I mean, he's a monster, I can shoot him anyways. The Plague Marines though, yeah, I would not be able to shoot.
So Plague Marines definitely, and Demon Prince, I'm thinking about it.
I'll fight with him against the Plague Marines then. So his relic weapon is 6 attacks, 7, strength 7. So everything hits lethal. And wounding on 3s. So that's 3 wounds. You have 5 up saves. Okay, so that's 2 Plague Marines dead.
Wow. Because
they are 2 wounds each. So I killed the 2 guys. You probably don't want the big swinging weapons, so these are 2 heavy bubonic weapons. No, that's the sergeant, so you want this guy, probably. Oh wait, that's the bite launcher. There's 1 guy who's almost useless, is this guy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, pal, I'm sorry. So yeah, that is a good resolution for your fighting. Over here,
but you need to... 2 Plague Marines there.
Oh yes, sorry, 2. So you need to kill the banner guy.
Okay.
Over here, you fight. I guess I fight first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That gives me no chance still, but that's at least fun. So still my auto moment target, the Mortarion. So I'm gonna strike you with all the might of the First Legion. For what it's worth, 3 lethal hits and 4 hits. 6 is to wound. It was not a 6, so 4 wounds. 4 wounds at your 4-up invulnerable save. You fail 1. That's damage 2. And 5-up penalty. So 2 fails. Cool. So he's down to 8 wounds. And Azrael now with his 6. Oh, actually, how many 6s did I roll? 3. Yes, those are sustained as well. So I need to roll them 2 wounds. They didn't wound, so that's cool. Azrael, his profile, all hits but 1. And 6 does wound, and it's a devastating wound. So it's just your 5-up penalty. 2 damage. It's the Sword of Secrets. Very secretive sword. So he has 6 wounds remaining. We are slowly but surely getting to kill Mortarion, though I don't think it's going to be fast enough, to be honest. Okay, so that is the end of your turn. And I think that's all of the fighting. The Poxwalkers are not in combat with me. I fought here. Oh, wait, you fight against me now.
Yeah.
That's kind of important. You want to sweep with 15 attacks, I assume.
Yes.
Because I'm not -1 damage. Okay. Cool. Mm-hmm. That's lethals.
No
you
ones.
hit with everything. Oh wait. I'm glad I remembered. I -1 hit. -1 hit.
-1.
And that is, you wound me on 2s. So all of these. 5, 9. Okay. 9 wounds. 4 up saves. It's 4 remaining. So, sorry, 4 passed. 5 failed. That's gonna kill 1 guy, 2 guys, and Azrael is gonna suffer 2 damage. So Azrael has, I think, he has 6 wounds, so he has 4 wounds remaining. So I did get Cleanse and Area Denial. Area Denial is impossible. There are too many guys on the central objective. I will not clear them fast enough. Cleanse is also impossible. I don't have the units, but I will try to do as much damage as possible with my Ballistic Dreadnoughts to Mortarion. Maybe I'll get a kill there somehow, and he's gonna be my auto moment target. Azrael actually is gonna fall back and charge for 1 CP, so that maybe we can finish off Mortarion. Maybe
and
this.
I think we didn't mention that I did.
Oh, you did score 5 points for Secure No Man's Land.
And I discarded Area Denial.
Yes, oh correct, yes. So we are now actually tied on points, 32-32, but the situation on the board is not looking great for the Space Marines. Let's try to kill the ugly, smelly guy. I'm sorry, Mortarion.
Excuse me?
Yes, no, not ugly, just smelly. 2 shots with the plasma from Azrael, 2 hits, and that was, I don't know what was.
What's his damage?
Damage 2. It did not do anything. I did not wound you, so you don't need to worry about that.
Okay, but I'm thinking about...
-1 damage?
Yes, -1 damage.
You have 2 CP?
Yep.
I mean, it could help you against the ballistas, but it's not really that important against them because they're damage d6 + 1, so -1 damage is not that impactful. You're probably better off just reroll and save. Next, the ballistas. First, last cannon hits. Last cannon needs 4 ups, so 1 wound, 4 up and burn, we'll say.
Yep.
Passes. Crack missiles, 1 hit, 1 miss, 2 hits, no wounds. Second ballistas, last cannon hits, 2 hits. And 1 wound. And wait, I will reroll once for CP. Yeah, 2 wounds. And that's 2 fails. Do you want to reroll for CP?
D6?
D6 + 1.
Yep. I reroll 1 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I will reroll 2 if you could.
Okay, 1 pass, 1 fail. D6 + 1. That's 5 damage. 5 fail evades.
I have only 6 left.
You have 6 left, yes. Okay, so it's 4 taken. You have 2 wounds remaining. And now the 2 crack missiles. 1 hit, 1 hit, and wounding on a 5 up.
Nope.
No, unfortunately no. That means we have essentially only Azrael to finish the job, which I am probably gonna go right into that now because I'm gonna charge my guy over here.
You're not in combat, right?
Not yet. I'm gonna.
I mean, you fell.
Yeah, I fell back. Yeah.
Okay, and you can charge after you.
Yes, I used 1 CP for that. Yeah, so I actually forgot about we forgot about the reactive movement. I was still trying the new codex, so it's on both of us. And Mortarion actually did reactive move away from the Azrael, but he could not reactive move too far because of the other models in the way. So the Azrael now needs to roll a 4-inch charge to get into the combat. So let's see. Yeah, he makes it. He would make it anyways, but just so we are clear, there was a possibility for a reactive move there as well. So Azrael is going to go in to the fight, and he'll try to finish off the last 2 remaining wounds on Mortarion. Wish him luck, Anna.
Good luck.
Thank you. 6s don't do anything because he's not leading the squad anymore. No wounds. No wounds.
Oh no.
Do they have a CP? No, I will not do this. That's not fair. Do I reroll 1? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, Mortarion is gonna kill Azrael now. Do you want to do the honors, please?
Yep.
Okay.
5 attacks.
Yes. Now technically the Terminator over there is gonna fight, but let's fight the Mortarion first. Okay. Yeah, you wanna do the strike? The sweep would make more sense.
You sure?
Oh, for sure, because I have... Oh wait, I have 4 wounds remaining. Yeah, I guess. Okay, it's fine. And wounding on 2s. So 3, 1 fail, I don't have any CP, so yeah, you need to roll a 3+. Okay, Azrael is no more. He was decapitated by Mortarion. Unfortunately, this cool guy is the chapter master. Teleported away from the battlefield with his wounds, grievous wounds. The Terminator over there, 5 attacks against Poxwalkers. I don't think he's going to be able to kill him, but who knows. So 2 are actually lethal hits, I think. Yep, so they're sustained, so it's 7, and wounding on not 2s, so 5. 5. Okay.
6s?
Yeah, 5 dead.
Okay. And film base?
That was the film. That was the film base. Actually, I forgot to shoot the stone bolter before. Sorry. So 2 shots and 2 wounds. And first, yeah, into the same. Yeah, just roll the 2 dice. Yeah, so 2 more die. So that's 7 dead in total. I think that's the squad.
Yes.
Okay. So exactly. We cleared that objective. That is actually better than I expected. I thought that I'm not going to be able to do that. Yep, so I did do area denial. Now, here, the Demon Prince is still not in combat with me, which, in this case, I now realize that probably would have been better for you to get into combat instead of staying like this.
Why?
Because now you would be able to fight and finish off my sergeant. And now you have to wait until your turn to do it.
Okay, yeah, I don't mind.
So, the 5 attacks from my sergeant, sorry, 6 attacks from my sergeant. Oh wait, you fight there first.
No, I fought there first.
Those are charging units, yes. 6 attacks. 1 lethal. So it's 5. Yes, 5 wounds at AP -2.
No, actually, you're right.
Yep, and that's correct. Yes. So these guys will have to fight first against my sergeant.
Please.
2, yeah, 6 attacks.
Pathetic attacks.
6. No, those are not pathetic. They're pretty good. 6 attacks with the bubonic, heavy bubonic things. Yes.
Okay.
Or heavy plague weapons. I maybe
2s?
naming them correctly. Yes, 3s to hit.
Okay.
So 3 wounds. 1 wound suffered, and now the power fist. 3 attacks. And 2 more wounds. Okay, so he is down to 1 wound remaining, the sergeant. And now you have to roll your 5 ups, which probably will kill the Plague Marines. But who knows? No.
Not today.
So this sergeant is left alive. The Plague Marine sergeant. If you want, or you can leave the heavy bubonic blade weapon. So what did you draw in your turn number 4, round 4?
Assassination, which I automatically...
Yeah, you killed all the characters already, and cleanse, how are you gonna do?
Yeah, Lord of the...
Virulence.
Virulence.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I should have given you time.
Lord of the Virulence.
Virulence.
Virulence will be doing cleanse.
They're doing cleanse, okay.
Yes, and that route they moved here, and Mortarion moved here, and everything moved here.
So yes. you want to try to kill the ballistas, and you essentially try to kill all the stuff that I have remaining.
Yes,
that makes perfect sense to me. So where are you going to start? First the flamers against the sergeant, I guess?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. 4d6 shots. Okay, 17 hits, wounding on 4s. No rerolls, just as they come. Okay.
It's 7.
7, okay. 7 AP1s. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 wounds, yeah, he's dead. They're AP1 base, right? No, they're not, so it's actually 1 wound remaining on the sergeant.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's annoying.
So, yeah, I thought they're AP-1. So, yeah, they are actually AP0, which means that 1s and 2s are fails, but the 3 is not. So the front, the Mythic Black Hole is going to shoot the front Dreadnought because of Melta range.
Yes.
Your 1 shot of the correct missile if you want.
Yep.
Okay, hits and...
it's lethal hit.
Yes. No, wait, the correct missile doesn't have lethal hit, only in the Melter. For whatever reason, don't ask.
Okay, 2 shots?
No, wait.
Wound.
Doesn't. The Meltus, 2 shots. Hitting on 2s. Okay, both, and wounding on 3s, actually. Both wound. So, AP -4, 6 ups. No, that's d6 plus 2 each. So that's 8 plus 2 each. That's a dead Dreadnought. Does he explode? No. So, this ballistas is dead. Now, the second one can get a volley from the PBC. And from Mortarion as well. So, PBC, 2 entropy cannon shots.
No, let's start with my
mortar. Sure, yeah, go ahead.
6 plus 3.
Okay, 9. Oh, yeah, 9. Hitting on 3s.
Oh wow.
In this case, no rerolls because your guy can see. That would be nice. And wounding on 5s, no wounds. And 2 entropy cannons. 1 hit, 1 miss. 1 wound, and it's a fail. D6 plus 1. Okay, so that's 3 damage. He's down to 7 left. You can now shoot your Mortarion. 1 lantern shot. Hits. And doesn't wound. The Rotwind. It's D6 plus 3. Okay, so that's 6 shots. 6 shots. Hitting on 2s. 6s are lethal. And wounding on 5s. So that's actually a devastating wound. So the saves, no. So that's 3 damage in total. He was down to 7, 3 damage, down to 3 wounds. So down to 4 wounds. 4 wounds, yes. 3 shots on the Infernal Cannon, so 3 wounds remaining on the Ballistas. Keeping that in mind. All hits, and wounding on 5s. He's the AP. There was a 5, no?
Nope.
Okay. Cool. So that was all of the shooting, I think. Charge from the squad. Well,
5?
Yes. Both. You're charging both the Impulsor and the guy, right?
No.
Yeah, you are. You want to kill both.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely. And 5 is enough for both, so you should be charging both. Mephitic Blightholder is going to charge into the Terminator. Try at least. Yes, 8 is going to be enough. We'll double check just in case. And the smelly bot is actually definitely incoming. Okay, so first over here, let's do 4 attacks. I don't have interruption, so it doesn't matter where you start. 4 attacks. There's only 1 wound on the sergeant. 1 save, he passes on the lethal. And sorry, I know you don't like when I do this. 1 more save, he fails that. So he's no more with us. Over here, the Demon Prince against my Dreadnought, he has only 3 wounds remaining. So 1 attack is gonna kill him. 7 attacks, hitting on 2s. Hitting on 2s, so that was fun. One lethal, he's dead. I just didn't want to waste our time. He's dead. Does he explode? No. If I re-rolled that, I would have failed anyway. So just for my guilty conscience that I rolled too quickly. So the Death Shroud over there, I'm pretty sure they're gonna kill the guy and the Impulsor, but let's just roll just in case. So you probably want just 1 guy into the Terminator. Yeah, I think you want to put the 1. It's a fresh sergeant, I guess. Yeah, so he actually is not fresh. He's suffered 3 wounds, so he's down to 1 wound. You can just kill him with 1 guy, and the rest is going to go into the Impulsor. So 1 guy can do the sweep. That's 8 attacks.
Yeah, sweep I think.
Sweep makes more sense because it's on 1 wound remaining. So yeah, in any case it makes sense. Okay, lethal. He's dead.
That was quick.
That was fast, yeah. And now let's do the Lord of Contagion first because I think he's the most.
He has 5 attacks.
He has 5 attacks, yes. Sustained 1, so 4 hits, and that's actually his lethal.
Okay.
So 1 is lethal. And you're wounding. I'm OST 9, so you wound me on 3. He's 2s actually, I think. Yeah, because of -1 toughness. So 4 wounds. You are AP minus. So 5 up immovable saves. That's 9 damage against my Impulsor. And do the other 2 guys. The strike. Yeah. So the strike is gonna do
2 6s.
2 6s. I'm gonna roll them immediately. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. The 3 is a fail.
Can you please explode?
Why did you want me to explode? Doesn't make sense.
I mean roll the...
Yes. So that is gonna be every single unit of mine, bar the scouts, dead. So I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that this game is unwinnable for me. Let's see. After we count up the points, that's gonna be Overwhelming Force and Established Locus in my round 5, which both of them I cannot do physically, and Extend the Lines and Sabotage for Anna, which she can do, and she's also gonna get all the points in the world for scoring objectives, but none for killing stuff, which is going to be 45 to 67 points, and the victory goes to the Death Guard, which, Anna, well done. What do you think?
Thank you.
I'm giving you the microphone.
Yeah, yes, my mic is dead.
As well? Yes, congratulations. So what did you think about this game? How did it go? What do you think about the new Death Guard and how they're performing now?
I think they're pretty good. I think they're better than they were before.
Yeah, for sure. And
yes.
they do more damage.
Yeah, and I like Death Shroud Terminators so much. I feel like this is...
You can make a whole list out of them, right?
Yes, exactly. This is what Custodes should feel like. And that's a shame. That's a sad part. But
yes, I think the Alars should feel exactly like the Death Shroud. That's like a perfect copy template for them, I think. What else? Do you feel like they're doing more damage now? I think you said that, right?
Yes, and I like the stratagems. I like the stratagem where you
auto-explode,
the auto-explode, the healing, also what do we have?
Do damage and heal.
Yeah, reroll the quantity of the
shots. Shots. The reroll to hit and wound in shooting for a unit, I think infantry unit we did not use today, but it was still pretty good.
And -1 damage as well.
Yes, like it's a very good one for Blightlord Terminators, which Anna, you remember? Anna likes the Blightlords, right? Do you like the Blightlords? You don't like them as much as you like the Death Shroud, right?
Yeah, they were my favorite then and they are my favorite now.
Yeah.
What is your favorite unit of the game?
My favorite unit of the game were probably, like for me, for my army, for yours.
For your army and for my army.
Okay, for my army, that's a tough one, to be honest, because I did not particularly like anything, but if I had to choose, I would say Lion was for me.
Oh, really? I think he did not perform well.
I think he was, I underutilized him, to be honest. I feel like I could have used him better. Yeah. For your army, Death Shroud, just like no other even candidate there, it's Death Shroud. Though, I was pleasantly surprised by Mephitic Blightlords.
Oh yeah,
They were doing much more damage, like that +1 to hit and wound with the capacity to reroll ones to hit. It does really stack up.
Oh, and I also wanted to say that I like shooting drones.
Shooting drones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're amazing. That's like why we probably will see them rise in their cost. They're not going to be 100 points for much longer, I can tell you that.
Well, you sure? I think they're not that good.
No, they are amazing.
They are amazing, don't get me wrong, but I mean
they're better than 100 points.
Okay.
For sure, yeah. But the points cost of Mythic Blightlords, I think, is pretty much on like where it should be. And I like this Death Guard. I like this. This is how Death Guard should feel. I don't think the Death Guard should feel like they used to. Like when the Blightlord Terminators, you could run like a shit ton of them. They were extremely cheap and they did nothing. They were just like very tough, very annoying, but very cheap and not doing anything unit. And that's not how they're supposed to be.
But I should say I still a little bit disappointed with Mortarion.
Really?
Yes, because
like he's now like in the perfect spot where he should.
I don't think so, because if we compare Lion and Mortarion, and they're both Primarchs.
You want him to be as deadly in combat as Lion.
Exactly. I think that Primarch should be deadly in combat. Well, period. Like, this is what Primarch is about.
Yes, however, I think he is now deadly when you're fighting against stuff that is not -1 damage. Anything that is not -1 damage, he's gonna kill with the damage to sweep.
All the cool stuff is -1 damage. Let's be honest.
Not all of it, not all of it. There are much less -1 damage units than there were in 9th edition. So there's a lot of stuff that is gonna be not -1 damage, and it's gonna die to Mortarion like in droves. So yeah. Thank you very much, Anna. Congratulations for a great game, and we'll be looking forward to whatever the next one is going to be. Maybe the new Space Souls, actually, with the new codex that they are going to get.
But I actually want to get back to Custodes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I missed them.
And then I think I have a certain enemy for you, which is a teaser for the people who actually have seen the whole battle report, which is, by the way, thank you very much for being such loyal fans.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. It's very late now here and we spent the whole day filming this, so we appreciate you sincerely for watching this. And just for you, here's a hint on the army that we're gonna most likely do against the Custodes next. And it's gonna be probably the new Tyranids that you have not seen on the channel yet. So unless something goes wrong, which it shouldn't, you're gonna see a fight between the Emperor's chosen sons, well, bodyguards, and the nasty bugs. The new army never seen yet on the channel. So thank you very much, Anna. Thank you,
Maybe
guys.
we should play actually Ultramarines against Tyranids.
Ultramarines?
Yeah.
You mean
like in the game?
Like
in the Space Marines who...
Well, maybe, but I think the Custodians versus Tyranids is also very, very interesting.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.